Hello students, today we are going to solve IBPS Probationary Officer Prelims exam paper 3rd October 2020 shift 1. A very best of luck to you all before moving. If you want to practice all the questions from this paper and many more entrance exam question papers, please visit our website www.examsnet.com. You can also download our app. The link is given in the description box. Let's start with question number 31. What approximate value should come in the place of question mark in the following question? So the question is 263.99 divided by 35.05 plus 8.08 minus 31.99 is equal to. So we have to find the solution of this. Right. So before going to the solution, so let us round off each number to its nearest whole number because we are going to find the approximate value, right? Therefore, the approximate value of each number or the nearby whole number of each number given is, so 263.99 is rounded off to 264 because 264 is its nearby whole number, right? So divided by 35.05. So its nearest value is 35 plus 8.08. Nearest value is 8 minus 31.99. So 32 is the nearest value of 31.99. Therefore, so when rounded off to nearest whole number. Nearest whole number. So, which is equal to. So, students, here we are following BODMAS rule. BODMAS rule. That means remove the bracket first. So, there is a bracket, right? So, in order to remove the bracket, again, we have to follow the BODMAS rule. That means brackets, then off part, division, multiplication, followed by addition and subtraction. So, let us start addition here inside the bracket. 264 divided by 35 plus 8 is 43 minus 32. So, we can easily remove the bracket. So, the answer is 264 divided by 11. So, direct division 264 divided by 11. So, it is 24. Right? Therefore, 24 is the answer, option B. Question 32. Again, what approximate value should come in the place of question mark in the following question? So here, round off each number into its nearest whole number, right? So here, 24.96 when rounded off to nearest whole number. Nearest whole number. So 24.96% off. So it is nothing but 25% off 299.99. So is nothing but 300. Nearest value is 300 plus 44.98%. It's nothing but 45% of 39.99, which is 400, is equal to some value. So let the value be X, right? So 25% of 300 is nothing but 25 by 100 into 300 plus 45% of 400, 45 by 100 into 400 is equal to X. Students, here we are following BODMAS rule. That means, so there is no bracket to remove here. The first part, next is off part. That means, so whenever there is a percentage part or square part or cube or root of a number or cube root of a number, so we have to solve that part, right? So here we have followed 25. That means we have considered 25% part. That is off part. So 100 into 3. So it is 75. 25 into 3, 75 plus 100 into 4 is 400. So 45 into 4 is 180, which is equal to x. Therefore, x is 180 plus 75, which is 255. Therefore, option D is the right answer. Question 33. What approximate value should come in the place of question mark in the following question? Round off each number to its nearest whole number. So 119.99. So nearest value is 120 minus 64.95. Nearest value is 65 plus 120 divided by 4 is equal to a number. It's a square. X square. So find the value of x here, right? So 120. So students, here we are using BODMAS rule. So remove the brackets first. So there is a flower bracket. So remove that first. So in order to remove the bracket, so again we have to follow BODMAS rule inside the bracket, right? So here the division part comes first, right? So solve 120 divided by 4. So 65 plus 120 by 4 is 30. Close the bracket is equal to x square. So 120 minus 65 plus 30, which is 95. So it is removed. Bracket is removed. So 120 minus 95 is 25, is x square. So x is equal to root of 25 is 5, right? Therefore, option E is the right answer. (34). What approximate value should come in the place of question mark in the following question? So students, again here as in the previous questions, round off each number to its nearest whole number to get approximate value, right? So here it is root of 255.95. So when it is rounded off to, so rounded off to nearest whole number, right? So nearest to value. So root of 255.95 is root of 256 plus 14.99. So nearest value is 15 into 2.99. Nearest value is 3 is equal to x plus 11.11. So nearest value is 11. So find the value of x, right? So root of 256. So again, students, we are following BODMAS. So remove the bracket. So there is no bracket to remove. Next comes off part. So root of 256 is 16 plus 15 into 3 is x plus 11, right? So 16 plus 15 into 3. So next off part. After off part, next is division. So there is no division part. So next is multiplication part. So this 15 into 3 is 45, is x plus 11, right? So 45 plus 16, which is 61 minus 11 is x. Therefore, x is 50. Hence, option B is the right answer. Question 35. What approximate value should come in the place of question mark in the following question? So here the question is, so round off each number to its nearest value. So cube root of 27.27. So when rounded off to, so round off each number to its nearest value, right? So nearest value. So cube root of 27.27. So it is cube root of 27 plus. So nearest value for 12.99 is 12. Not 12, it is 13, right? So minus 14.99%. Nearest value is 15% of 79.98, nearest value is 80, is equal to, right? So cube root of 27. So again, we are following BODMAS rule here. So no brackets. Next is off part. There are two off parts, right? Cube root of 27 and 15% of 80. So here, cube root of 27 is 3 plus 13 minus 15%. 15 by 100 into 80, right? So which is, so 10 into 8, 10 into 10. So 5 into 2, 5 into 3, right? Therefore, it is, so 3 plus 13 minus 8 into 3, 24, right? Therefore, 24 by 2. So, which is 12, right? So, 3 plus 13 minus 12. Therefore, 60 minus 12 is 4. Option A is the right answer. Question 36. A and B can do a work in 12 days. B and C can do the same work in 15 days. And C and A can do the same work in 20 days. A, B and C will complete the work together in. Here students, A and B together work for 12 days to complete some amount of work. So let us consider total work, BW units. Total work, BW units, right? So in order to complete W amount of work, A and B together they take 12 days, right? Therefore, their 1 day work. So I'll repeat, A and B's 1 day work will be 1 day work is equal to W by 12. Because we know the relation between work done and time and efficiency. So work is equal to efficiency into time, right? From the formula. Here, efficiency is nothing but, in this case, efficiency is nothing but 1 day work, right? So 1 day work. So in case of A and B, work done by A and B together is equal to efficiency of A and B into time taken by A and B. So in first case, A and B took 12 days of time, 12 days of time to complete W amount of work. Therefore, their 1 day work, A and B's 1 day work is, so total work divided by time taken, right? So similarly, B and C's 1 day work. That means efficiency of B and C. So B and C's 1 day work is equal to, so total work divided by time taken by B and C. That is W by 15. Whereas third part, C and A is 1 day work. C and A's 1 day work is total work divided by number of days taken by C and A, right? So come back to the first case. So can we write A plus B is equal to W by 12? Therefore, so consider value of A. So W by 12 minus B. And in the second case, B plus C is equal to W by 15. So value of B becomes W by 15 minus C. Whereas third point, C plus A is equal to W by 20. Therefore, C is equal to W by 20 minus A. Right? So consider these relations as 1, 2, and 3 respectively. Right? So 3 different cases. So here from 1, A plus B is W by 12. So consider any of these 3 equations, 1, 2, or 3. Right? Substitute the value of one unknown factor. Right? So consider 3, equation 3. Equation 3, C plus A. Substitute the value of A from equation 1. C plus, so W by 12 minus B. So A is W by 12 minus B is equal to C plus A is W by 20. W by 20. Right? So then what's the value of B in terms of C? Right? So B is W by 15 minus C. So C plus W by 12 minus, so value of B, W by 15 minus C. W by 15 minus C. So write the value of B inside the bracket, right? W by 20. So C plus W by 12 minus W by 15 minus of minus C, that is plus C is W by 20. So find the value of C. 2C is equal to W by 20 plus W by 15 minus W by 12. So W by 12. Yes, W by 20. Yes. LCM of 20, 15 and 12 is 60. So 20 into 3, therefore 3W. So 15 into 4, 4W in the numerator, minus 12 into 5 is 60. So it is 5W. So 2W by 60 is 2C. Therefore, C is equal to W by 60. Right? So substitute the value of C in any of the equations, either in the equation 2 or 3. Right? Therefore, equation 2 becomes, so B plus C, or B is equal to W minus 15 minus C. So B is equal to W by 15 minus C is W by 60. Therefore, so 4W minus W by 60, 3W by 60 is W by 20. So value of B is W by 20. Therefore, A is equal to W by 12 minus B. W by 12 minus B is W by 20. Again, LCM is 60, right? So 5W minus 3W. So 2W by 60, which is W by 30. So value of A is W by 30, B is W by 20, whereas C is W by 60. Right? So here, come back to the question. A, B and C will complete the work together in. So here, A is work done by A alone. A is 1 day work, whereas C is nothing but C is 1 day work, and value of B is nothing but B is 1 day work, right? Therefore, so total work of, or total work done by A, B and C in 1 day is equal to A plus B plus C, which is, so A is W by 30, B is W by 20, and C is W by 60. Here LCM is 60. So 2W plus 3W plus W. So which is equal to 6W by 60. So W by 10. That means A, B and C. So 1 day work of A, B and C is W by 10. So which is equal to total work by total time. So which is efficiency. That means A, B and C together they take 10 days of time. I'll repeat. A, B and C together they take 10 days of time to complete W amount of work. Therefore, total time taken by A, B and C to complete W amount of work is 10 days. Therefore, option D is the right answer. A, B and C will complete the work together in 10 days. Question 37. The sum of Ajay's and Vijay's age is 40 years. 10 years later, the ratio of their ages will be 5:7 respectively. What was the ratio of their ages 10 years before? Here students, let us consider Ajay's and Vijay's present age be X and Y respectively. Right? So given that sum of Ajay's and Vijay's age is 40 years. That means X plus Y is equal to 40. Right? So 10 years later, their ages will be. So the ratio of their ages is given. So 10 years later, Ajay's age will be X plus 10 and Vijay's age will be Y plus 10. And ratio of their ages. So the ratio is 5:7. So using this relation, find one more formula. Right? Not formula exactly. It is equation. Right? So which relates X and Y. So X plus Y is 40. So you will get another relation between X and Y. Right? So as an equation. Then you will get two linear simultaneous equations. Then you have to find value of X and Y separately. So once you get value of X and Y, so find the ratio of their ages 10 years before. So that means 10 years before their ages was X minus 10 is to Y minus 10. Substitute the value of X and Y. You will get the ratio, right? So let us go step by step. Let present age of Ajay and Vijay be X and Y respectively. X years and Y years respectively. So therefore, from question, so X plus Y, sum of their ages is 40 years. Consider this as equation 1. Right? So 10 years later, their ratio. So 10 years later, Ajay's age is to Vijay's age. Vijay's age is equal to 5:7. So what will be the age of Ajay 10 years later? So it becomes X plus 10 is to Vijay's age will be Y plus 10 is equal to 5:7. That means X plus 10 divided by Y plus 10 is equal to 5/7. So by cross multiplication, so 7X plus 70 becomes 5Y plus 50. Therefore, 7X minus 5Y becomes minus 20. So consider this as equation 2. So from equation 1 and 2. So equation 1 is X plus Y is equal to 40. Right? So equation will make coefficient of either X or Y same. So it is better to multiply equation 1 by 7. Right? So equation 1 into 7 becomes 7X plus 7Y is equal to 40 into 7, which is 280. So consider this as equation 3, right? So we have two linear simultaneous equations. So equation 2 minus 3 becomes, so 7X minus 7X, so will be cancelled. Minus 5Y minus 7Y minus 12Y is equal to minus 20 minus 280, which is minus 300. So Y is equal to minus 300 by minus 12. So it is minus will get cancelled. So 12 into 2, 24. So Y is 25. That means present age of Y. Y means Vijay. Right? So present age of Vijay is 25 years. So here we need the ratio of their ages 10 years before. Therefore, X is equal to, so 40 minus Y, because from equation 1, X plus Y is 40. Therefore, X is equal to 40 minus 25, which is 15. Therefore, 10 years before, so Ajay's age is equal to X minus 10, which is 25 minus 15 minus 10. 5 years. And Vijay's age is equal to Y minus 10, which is 25 minus 10, 15 years. Therefore, required ratio, that means ratio of their ages 10 years before, is equal to Ajay's age to Vijay's age, which is 1:3. Therefore, option B is the right answer. Question 38. A sum of rupees 15,000 is divided into two parts. The first part is invested at 8% per annum, while the other part is invested at 12% per annum. The interest in both cases is calculated on the principle of simple interest and is found to be same at the end of 2 years. What are the two parts in which money was divided? Here, students, 15,000 sum was divided into two parts. Right. So in the first part, so the first part of the sum or the principal is invested at 8% per annum. Right. So let us assume principal invested in first part was P amount. Right. P rupees. So let principal or the sum invested in first part. Right. So principal invested in first part be P rupees. Right. So in the second part, the principal invested will be. Right. So if P rupees is invested in the first part, then principal in the second part will be 15,000 minus P. Right. Therefore, principal in the second part, P is equal to 15,000 minus P. Right. So, P rupees was invested in the first part at 8% per annum. That is, rate is 8% in the first part and rate is, that means rate of interest is 12% per annum. Right. The interest in both cases is calculated on the principle of simple interest. So here, so when the interest is withdrawn from these two amounts, these two sums, P and 15,000 minus P separately, that is simple interest, and is found to be same at the end of 2 years. So at the end of 2 years, that is T is equal to 2 years in both the cases. When the simple interest is calculated, it is found to be same. That means simple interest in the first case, is equal to simple interest in the second case. Right? So what is simple interest? By the formula PTR by 100 in both the cases. Right? So here principal, according to our assumption, it is P rupees in the first case. So simple interest in the first case is P into time is 2 years. R rate of interest, R is 8% by 100. Whereas simple interest in the second case, P is 15,000 minus P into time is 2 years into 12% by 100 and is found to be same in both the cases, right? Therefore, by question, so P into 2 into 8 by 100 is equal to 15,000 minus P into 2 into 12 by 100, right? So find the value of P here, right? So what is asked? What are the two parts in which money was divided? So we have to find the sum in the first part as well as second part. For that, we know the value of, yes, we should find the value of P, right? So we can cancel 100 here. So 16P is equal to 24 into 15,000 minus P, right? So take this 24P to the LHS part, 16P plus 24P, right? Minus 24P becomes plus, is equal to 24 into 15,000. Therefore, so 24 plus 16, which is 40P, is equal to 24 into 15,000. P is 24 into 15,000 by 40. So 24 and 40 both are divisible by 4, right? So 4 into 6, 4 into 10. Again, yes, we can cancel 1 0 here. So 15 into 6, 90. So 2 zeros. So P is 9,000 rupees. That is, principal invested in first part is 9,000 rupees. Whereas principal invested in the second part is, so 15,000 minus P, which is 6,000 rupees. Therefore, so come back to the question, what are the two parts in which money was divided? So two parts are 9,000 and 6,000. So look at option C, 9,000 and 6,000 is the answer. Question 39. A, B and C enters into a partnership. A invests thrice as much as B invests, while B invests twice the investments of C. At the end of the year, they received a total profit of 90,000 rupees. Then find the share of A in the profit. So here, so finding the share of A in the profit, that means we should know the ratio of their profit. So ratio of profit of A, B and C. So how to find the ratio of their profit? For that, we should know the ratio of their investments. That means investment of A is to investment of B is to investment of C. Right? So how to find the ratio of their investment? By the information. Here, A invests thrice as much as B invests, while B invests thrice the investment of C. So you may ask how profit and investments are related. So profit is always directly proportional to investment and time in which the money was invested. Right? So here it is given that, so the profit is at the end of the year. Right? That is at the end of the year means profit received by 3 persons A, B, C at the end of 1 year. Right? Therefore, time is same. So we can say profit is directly proportional to investment. In other words, it directly depends on investment in this case. Right? Therefore, if we find the ratio of their investment, so we can find ratio of their profit. So once we know ratio of their profit, we can find share of A in the profit or share of B, even share of C, profit share of C. Right? So let us go step by step. Here, profit is directly proportional to investment into time. So let us assume investment of C be X rupees. Let investment of C be X rupees. Therefore, investment of B. So what will be investment of B? B invests twice the investment of C. Twice. That means 2 times X rupees. That is investment of B. Whereas A invests thrice as much of B invests. Therefore, investment of A will be 3 times investment of B. Thrice as much as B, right? Therefore, 3 times 2x rupees, which is 6x rupees, right? So here, at the end of the year, they received total profit. So here, let us find the ratio of their investment. So, ratio of their investments, that is A is to B is to C will be 6x is to 2x is to x. Therefore, ratio of their profit, so since profit is directly proportional to their investment, it directly depends on their investment in this case. So ratio of their profit is also 6 is to 2 is to x. 1, not x. So here ratio of their investment is 6 is to 2 is to 1. Right? Similarly, ratio of their profit is also 6 is to 2 is to 1. Right? So how to find profit share of A? So profit share of A. It is given that total profit is 90,000 rupees. So look at the ratio of their profit. So it is 6 is to 2 is to 1. That means out of 9, 6 plus 2 plus 1. So profit share of A is 6. Therefore, out of 90,000. Right? Therefore, so total profit is 9 parts. Totally it is 9 parts. So in that 6 parts are A's profit, right? So 9 parts, which is equal to 90,000 rupees given. Therefore, A's profit share is, so here 6 parts are A's profit share. So out of 9, 6 parts are A's profit share. Therefore, out of 90,000 rupees. Whereas 2 is B's share, 1 part is C's share. Right? So 9 into 10,000. Therefore, A's profit share is 60,000 rupees. Right? So look at the options. Option A is the right answer. Question 40. Length and breadth of a rectangular field is 130 meter and 90 meter respectively. Inside it, a road of uniform width 15 meter is left on all the sides. In the remaining part, a park is made. What is the area of the road? So let us consider a rectangular field. Right? So this is a rectangular field of length 130 meter and breadth 90 meter respectively. And inside it, a road of uniform width 15 meter. So let us consider a road of width 15 meter is left on all the sides. Therefore, so this distance is also, this width is also 15 meter. Right? So in the remaining part, a park is made. So this area is a park. So this rectangular area. So what is the area of the road? So for that, so we need area of the rectangular field as well as area of the rectangular park. So once we know the rectangular field and park area, so total area of the rectangular field minus area of park gives area of the road. So therefore, so area of the road is equal to area of the field minus area of the park. minus area of the park. So let us find area of the field first. So therefore, area of the rectangular field, is, so length into breadth, right? Area of a rectangle is product of its length and breadth. So length of the field is 130 meter. It is already given. Into 90 meter is the breadth. So 11700. 11,700 meter square is area of the field. Whereas area of the park. So area of the park is equal to, again, length into breadth. So what is length of the park? So here, so on either side of its length, on either side of the length of the park, 15 meters and 15 meters are cut because width of the road is 15 meter, right? So length of the park is, so 130 meter minus 2 times 15 meters. This is length into, again on either side of the breadth of the park, this side, 15 meters and 15 meters are cut, right? So breadth of the whole rectangular area minus 2 times 15 meter. So this gives breadth of the park. Therefore, 130 minus 30 into 90 minus 30. So which is 100 into 60, 6,000 meters square. So this gives area of the park. Therefore, we need area of the road. So area of the road is equal to area of the rectangular field 11,700 minus 6,000, which is 5,700 meters square. So this is area of the road. So 5,700, option D is the right answer. Students' question from 41 to 45 are based on the below information. Here the direction is, read the line graph carefully and answer the following questions. The following line graph shows the number of elephants in 2 different zoos in 5 years. So here along x-axis, so in 5 different years, so 2001 to 2005. So 5 different years are given. Along y-axis, so number of elephants in 5, that means 2 different zoos in 5 years, right? So here triangular symbol indicates, so number of elephants in zoo A. Whereas the circular symbol indicates number of elephants in zoo B, right? So let us make a table in which the first column is nothing but number of years from 2001 to 2005. 2003, 2004 and 5. And number of elephants in zoo A. Number of elephants in zoo A in the year 2001. That means with triangular symbol. So there are 12 elephants in 2001 in zoo A. Right? So this triangular symbol. Since from 0 to 5, there are 5 equal divisions. So 1 division is equal to 1 elephant, right? Therefore, so from 10 to 15, so number of elephants in zoo A is 12. Whereas in zoo B, number of elephants is with circular symbol, it is 15. Right? So in 2002, in zoo A, there were 18 elephants. In zoo B, circular symbol, 25 elephants in zoo B. Whereas in 2003, so triangular symbol, so here 22 elephants in zoo A and zoo B with circular symbol, so 10 elephants, right? In 2004, So with triangular symbol, 16 elephants in zoo A and 20 elephants in zoo B. 2005, so 15 elephants in zoo A and 21 elephants in zoo B. Here the question is, question 41. Find the difference between the total number of elephants in both the zoo in 2003 and 5. So difference between total elephants in both the zoos in 2003 and 5. So in 2003, so what is the total number of elephants in both the zoos? So 22 plus 10, it is 32. Whereas in 2005, total number of elephants was 21, 31 and 36. Yeah, 36 elephants. So we have to find the difference between these two numbers. So the difference is 36 minus 32, which is 4. Right? So look at the options. Option B is the right answer. Question 42. Find the ratio between the number of elephants in Zoo A in the year 2001 and 2 together to the number of elephants in Zoo B in the year 2003 and 4 together. So here, so total number of elephants in Zoo A and Zoo B. First find the total, then find the ratio of these totals, right? So total number of elephants, in Zoo A, so it is given that in the year 2001 and 2002, only in these 2 years, so in 2001 and 2, right, is equal to, so 12 plus 18, which is 30, whereas total number of elephants in Zoo B, total elephants in Zoo B in the year 2003 and 4. So in 2003 and 4, so which is equal to, so in 2003, there were 10 elephants and in 4, 20. So total elephants are 30. So we have to find the ratio. So required ratio is, so 30 is to 30, right? So which is 1 is to 1. Therefore, option E is the right answer. Question 43. The number of elephants in Zoo A in the year 2001 is what percent of the number of elephants in Zoo B in the year 2004? So here students, number of elephants in Zoo A in the year 2001 is 12 and that of Zoo B in the year 2004 is 20. So here 12 is what percent of 20, right? So elephants in Zoo A in the year 2001, so is equal to 12, and elephants in Zoo B in 2004 is equal to 20. Therefore, the required percentage is, so here the number 12 is what percentage of percent means for every 100. So 12 is what percent of number of elephants in Zoo B, that is 20, right? So 20 into 5 is 100. So 60%. So number of elephants in Zoo A is 60% of number of elephants in Zoo B. Hence option C is the right answer. Question 44. What is the average number of elephants in Zoo B in the given 5 years? So in 5 years, what is the average number of elephants in Zoo B? For that, we need total number of elephants in Zoo B. Because average is equal to, average is So the total value, that is total number of elephants divided by, so it is given that in the given 5 years. So it is number of years, right? So what is the total number of elephants? 15 plus 25, 40 plus 10, 50 plus 20, 70 plus 21, 91. So 91 divided by number of years is 5. So 5, yes, 18.2. So it is the average number of elephants in Zoo B. Hence option A is the right answer. Question 45. The number of elephants in Zoo A in the year 2005 is how much percent less than the number of elephants in Zoo B in the year 2002? So in the year 2005, number of elephants in Zoo A was 15. And in the year 2002, number of elephants in Zoo B was 25. Right? So we have to find how much percent less than. So 10 elephants less in Zoo A. Right? Here the difference between 25 and 15 is 10. So we have to find how much percent less number of elephants in Zoo A is how much percent less than number of elephants in Zoo B. Right? Not how much. It is how much percent. We have to find the percentage. Right? So let us go step by step. Number of elephants in Zoo A in 2005 is equal to 15. And number of elephants in Zoo B in the year 2002 is 25. Right? Therefore, 10 elephants are less in number in Zoo A. Right? So, number of elephants in Zoo A is 10 less than, that is 25 minus 15. Right? So, 10 less than that of Zoo B. Right? Therefore, the required percentage. So, required percentage. That means the number 10 is what percentage of which number? Number of elephants in Zoo B. That is what percentage of 25. Right? Not the number 15. So, less number, that is the difference in the number is what percentage of number of elephants in Zoo B. Right? It is 40%. 25 into 4 is 100. So, 4 into 10. So, required percentage is 40%. Hence, option C. That means number of elephants in Zoo A in 2005 is 40% less than number of elephants in Zoo B. Question 46. In the given question, two equations numbered 1 and 2 are given. Solve both the equations and mark the appropriate answer. So here, solving the equation means we have to find the solutions of these two equations. Solutions means we have to find the value of x and y. Right? So based on the value, so we have to relate whether x is equal to y or greater than y or less than y. Right? So let us take first equation. First one, x cube plus 512 is equal to 0. Therefore, x cube is, what is the value of x cube? It is minus 512. Right? So, if a cube of number is a negative number, then the number itself is a negative number. Right? Therefore, x is cube root of minus 512. So which is minus 8, because minus 8 into minus 8 into minus 8. Right? Minus into minus is always minus. So 512. Whereas the second equation, y square minus 64 is 0. So y square is 64. Therefore, y is, so plus or minus 8. Right? So it is, if it is directly given that square root of 64, right? 64, then there is only value for y. If it is given that y square is 64, so though the both cases look like same, there is a slight change. Because y square, if it is 64, then the value of y becomes plus or minus 8. If we square y, that is plus 8 square, you will get 64. If we square y, that is the value of y as minus 8, its square becomes 64 again. Therefore, there is a difference between square root of a number, 64 is 8, and y square, a number is square of 6, that means 8. Right? Therefore, y has two values, plus 8 and minus 8. Therefore, relation between x and y. How do they relate? So, minus 8, if y is plus 8, then x is less than y. If x is minus 8, because x has only one value, y is also minus 8, then x is equal to y. So, we can conclude x is less than or equal to y. Hence, option D is the right answer. Question 47. In the given question, two equations numbered 1 and 2 are given. Solve both the equations and mark the appropriate answer. So here, so we have two equations. So first one, x square plus 5x minus 36 is equal to 0. Right? So we have a quadratic equation. X square plus 5x minus 36 is 0. So how to solve this equation? That means finding the value of x. So in such type of equations, we have to split the middle term, because the equation is in the form of x square plus a plus b into x plus ab is equal to 0. Right? So here the value of ab is minus 36 and a plus b is plus 5. Right? Therefore, so what is the value of a and b? Find the value of a and b. So a is 9, b is minus 4. So we can split 5x as plus 9x minus 4x, so that 9 into 4, that is AB, becomes minus 36. Plus 9 into minus 4. Right? Therefore, x square plus 9x minus 4x minus 36 is equal to 0. So take first two terms where x is common. The remaining term is x plus 9. And in the last two terms, minus 4 is common. X plus 9 is the remaining term. X plus 9 into x minus 4 is 0. Therefore, x has two values. X plus 9 is 0 and x minus 4 is 0. So, x is equal to minus 9 or x is equal to 4. Right? We have two values. So next equation, y square plus y minus 6 is equal to 0. Again, this equation is also in the form of x square plus a plus b into x plus ab is equal to 0. So here ab is minus 6 and a plus b is 1, coefficient of y. Right? So what is the value of a? So a is 3. B is minus 2. So that a into b becomes minus 6. A plus b becomes 1. So y square plus the middle term y can be written as 3y minus 2y minus 6 is equal to 0. So here y is common, y plus 3 is the remaining term, minus 2 is common into y plus 3 is equal to 0. So we can write y plus 3 is equal to 0 or y minus 2 is equal to 0. Again, y has two values, y is minus 3 and y is 2. So relate x and y, right? X, y and their relation. So if the value of x is 9, y is minus 3, x is less than y. Since x and y both are negative integers, minus 9 is less than minus 3. Again, if x is minus 9, y is plus 2, x is less than y. So for the next value of x, which is 4, and if y is minus 3, then x will be greater than y. If x is plus 4 and y is 2, then again x is greater than y, right? So in two cases, the value of x is less than y. In other two cases, x is greater than y. So we cannot conclude the relation between x and y. So the relationship cannot be established. Hence, option E is the right answer. Question 48. In the given question, two equations numbered 1 and 2 are given. Solve both the equations and mark the appropriate answer. So consider first one, x squared plus 8x plus 15 is equal to 0. So as in the previous question, so the equation is in the form of x squared plus a plus b into x plus ab is equal to 0. So here ab is 15, a plus b is 8. So a is equal to 5, b is equal to 3. So that a plus b becomes 8, ab becomes 15. Right? Split the middle term, that is 8x. X squared plus 5x plus 3x plus 15 is equal to 0. Take first two terms where x is common into x plus 5 plus 3 is common into x plus 5 is equal to 0. So we have two values for x, right? So x plus 5 is 0 or x plus 3 is 0. So x is equal to minus 5 or x is equal to minus 3. And the second equation, y square minus 4y minus 21 is equal to 0. So again split the middle term. Here ab is minus 21, a plus b is minus 4. So a is equal to minus 7, b is equal to 3. So that a plus b becomes minus 4. Therefore, y square minus 4y is written as minus 7y plus 3y minus 21 is equal to 0. Here take first two terms where y is common into y minus 7 plus 3 into y minus 7 is equal to 0. Right? So here we have two values for y. Y minus 7 is equal to 0 or y plus 3 is equal to 0. So y is equal to 7 or y is equal to minus 3. Right? So now find the relation between x and y. X, y and their relation. 1 minute. So x, y. So how do they relate? Minus 5 and plus 7. Here x is less than y. If x is again minus 5, y is minus 3. So in this case also x is less than y. If x is minus 3, y is plus 7. Then also x is less than y. If x is minus 3, y is also minus 3. X is equal to 3. So how do you conclude? So in three cases, x is less than y. In one case, x is equal to y. Hence, x is less than or equal to y. Therefore, option D is the right answer. Question 49. In the given question, two equations numbered 1 and 2 are given. Solve both the equations and mark the appropriate answer. As in the previous questions, so here also x square minus 12x plus 35, that is a quadratic equation in the form of x square plus a plus b into x plus ab is equal to 0. Right? So here a, b is in the first equation x square minus 12x plus 35 is equal to 0. In this, AB is 35, A plus B is minus 12, coefficient of x, right? Therefore, A is equal to, so what's the value of A? Minus 7, B is minus 5. So that A plus B becomes minus 12. Therefore, the given equation can be written as x square minus 7x minus 5x. So, splitting the middle term, right? So, plus 35 is equal to 0. Take first two terms where x is common into x minus 7. Minus 5 is common in the last two terms. X minus 7 is equal to 0. So, here we have two values for x. X is plus 7 or x is plus 5. Right? So, take the second equation. Y square minus 10y plus 24 is equal to 0, right? Again, split the middle term where AB is 24, A plus B is minus 10. Therefore, minus 10y can be written as minus 12, minus 6y, sorry, minus 6y minus 4y plus 24 is equal to 0. So that minus 6 into minus 4 becomes plus 24, right? So, y is common, y minus 6, minus 4 is common in the last two terms, y minus 6. So, we have two values for y is plus 6 or y is plus 4. So, compare x and y, x, y and their relation, right? If the value of x is 7, y is plus 6, so x is greater than y. Again, value of x is 7, y is plus 4, x is greater than y. If x is plus 5, y is 6, x is less than y. If x is plus 5, y is 4, x is greater than y. Right? So, how do you conclude? So, in three cases, x is greater than y, but in one case, x is less than y. So, we cannot conclude x is strictly greater than or less than y, right? So, the relationship cannot be established. Hence, option E. So, both the cases cannot be possible at a time, right? So, either greater than or less than, right? Both the cases cannot be, that means possible at a time. Therefore, option E. Question 50. In the given question, two equations numbered 1 and 2 are given. Solve both the equations and mark the appropriate answer. Here, consider the first one. X square minus 7x plus 10 is equal to 0. As in the previous questions, here also we are splitting the middle term x square. Minus 7x can be written as minus 5x minus 2x. So that minus 5 into minus 2 becomes plus 10. Right? Plus 10 is equal to 0. So take first two terms where x is common into x minus 5. Minus 2 is common in the last two terms. X minus 5 is 0. So we have two values for x. X is plus 5 or x is plus 2. Right? And the next equation, y square plus 8y plus 15 is equal to 0. So middle term can be written as y square plus 5y plus 3y. That is 8y. So that 5 into 3 becomes 15, which is the last term. Right? So take first two terms where y is common. Y plus 5 is the remaining term. Plus 3 is common in the last two terms. y plus 5 is the remaining term. So here we have two values for y. Y is minus 5 and y is minus 3 because y plus 5 is 0 or y plus 3 is equal to 0. So we have two values. So now relate x and y. How they are related? So if x is plus 5, y is minus 5, then x is strictly greater than y. If x is plus 5, y is minus 3. In this case also x is strictly greater than y. If x is plus 2, y is minus 5. So x is strictly greater than y. If x is plus 2, y is minus 3, x is strictly greater than y. Therefore, we can conclude x is strictly greater than y in all the cases, right? Therefore, look at the options. Option A is the right answer. Students' question from 51 to 55 are based on the below information. Here the direction is, read the following information carefully and answer the given questions. In school, the total number of students is 14,000. On the annual function of the school, 25% of the total boys and 60% of the total girls have participated. And the number of total girls in the school is equal to the number of boys who have not participated in the function. Then find the number of boys who have participated in annual function of the school. So students, here let us consider a shortcut method here. So here total number of students. So total students were 14,000 students, right? So in that, so we'll take boys and girls separately here. So let us assume number of boys in the school be X. There are X number of boys, right? So let X and Y be number of boys and girls respectively. Girls respectively. Right? So here girls number is Y. Right? So in that 25% of the total boys were participated in the function and 60% of the total girls have participated in the function. Therefore, we'll take two more parts here. Right? Here. So boys who have participated and non-participated. Right? It is given that 25% of total boys. So that means 25% of X participated. And in the girls part, 60% of total girls have participated. So, participated and non-participated. Participated girls were 60% of total girls, that is Y, right? And some girls have not participated. Some girls have not participated, right? It is given that total girls number in the school is equal to the number of boys who have not participated in the function, right? So what is the total number of girls here? Total number of girls. So it is Y plus 60% of Y and non-participated girls. So what is the number of non-participated girls? So it is total number of girls Y minus 60% of Y. Right? So 60% means 60 by 100. So it is 40 Y by 100. Right? Therefore, it is 4Y by 10. So 4Y by 10 number of girls have not participated in the function. Right? So look at the question. Here total girls in the school is equal to number of boys have not participated. So here not participated boys were, so x minus 25% of x. 25% of x, which is 75x by 100 or 3x by 4. Therefore, can we write y is equal to 3x by 4? Because total girls is equal to number of boys have not participated. So by question, so number of girls, y is equal to 3x by 4, right? And also number of boys plus girls, x plus y is, there are totally 14,000 students, right? 14,000. So substitute the value of y, right? So here x plus 3x by 4 is 14,000. So 4x plus 3x, so numerator becomes 7x is equal to 14,000 into 4. So x is, so 14,000 into 4 by 7. So it becomes 2,000 into 4. So value of x becomes 8,000. Sorry, 8,000. So what is x here? Number of boys in the school. So which is 8,000. And number of girls will be total number of boys minus 8,000. So it becomes 6,000. Right? Therefore, so y becomes 14,000 minus x, which is 6,000. 14,000 minus 8,000. Right? So now, let us find those who have participated, boys. 25% of x. So it is 25 by 100 into, so 25, I just write here. So boys participated. So 25% of x is 8,000, becomes 25 by 100 is 1 by 4 into 8,000, which is 2,000. So 2,000 boys have participated and non-participated boys are, so 8,000 minus 2,000, they are 6,000. Right? And participated girls, 60% of y. So 60% of y is, 60% of 6,000 is equal to 60 by 100 into 6,000. So 3,600 girls have participated, right? So 3,600 girls. Whereas non-participated girls, just avoid this part. So we'll write down only number 6,000 minus 3,600. It is only 2,400. So 2,400 girls have not participated. Right? Here look at the question. Question 51. Find the number of boys who have participated in annual function of the school. So boys who have participated. So the number is 2,000. Hence, option A is the right answer. Question 52. Find the ratio of boys and girls who have not participated in the annual function. So boys who have not participated, number is 6,000, is to non-participated girls are 2,400. Right? The ratio is, so 60 is to 24, or both the numbers are divisible by 4, even by 6. So 10 is to 4, or it is 5 is to 2, right? So 5 is to 2 is the ratio of boys and girls who have not participated. So option C. Question 53. Find the percentage of students who have participated in the annual function. So here total number of students participated is 2,000 plus 2,000 boys and 3,600 girls. So total students participated is equal to 2000 plus 3600. So which is 5600. Therefore, percentage. So required percentage is, so what percentage of students have participated? That means, so out of 14,000, 5,600 students have participated. Therefore, 400, right? So it is, so 7 into 2, 7 into 8. So 14 into 4. Yeah. So 4 into 10, that is 40. So 40% of the students have participated in the annual function. Hence, option D. Question 54. Find the total number of students who have not participated in the annual function. So here, total number of boys who have not participated is 6,000 and 2,400 girls have not participated. So total students who have not participated, so have not participated is 6,000 plus 2,400, right? So it is 6,000 plus 2,400, 8,400. Therefore, option C is the right answer. 8,400 students have not participated. Question 55. Find the number of girls who have participated is what percent more than the number of boys who have participated. So here number of boys participated is 2,000. Girls participated is 3,600. That means 3,600 minus 2,000. 1,600 more number of girls have participated compared to boys. Right? Therefore, we have to find the percentage value. That means out of 2,000 boys, so 1,600 more number of girls have participated. Therefore, for 100. Right? So here, so 3,600 minus 2,000, which is 1,600 girls have participated more compared to boys. Compared to boys who have participated, right? Therefore, the required percentage is. So the percentage tells, so out of 2,000 boys, those who have participated, so 1,600 more girls have participated. Therefore, for 100, right? Therefore, it is 80%. Compared to boys, girls have participated 80% more, right? Therefore, option E is the right answer. Question 56. The odds against an event A are 5:3 and the odds in favor of another independent event B are 6:5. The chances that neither A nor B occurs is here. So there are two events, event A and event B. Consider event A and B separately. Event A, event B, right? So here odds against an event A are 5:3. So consider this, odds against are 5:3. That means probability of not occurring the individual event A is 5 out of total 5 plus 3, which is 8, right? So probability of probability of not occurring is equal to, so 5 are not occurring out of 8, 5 plus 3, right? So I'll mention 5 plus 3 here. So which is equal to 5 by 8. Therefore, probability of occurring so is equal to, so the remaining 3 out of 8, right? And in event B, so in the second event, independent event, so probability of not occurring and occurring, right? Here odds in favor of another independent event. So odds in favor of is equal to 6:5. So here probability of occurring is 6 out of this total number, 6 plus 5. And probability of not occurring is 5, right? Therefore, probability of not occurring is equal to, so 5 are not occurring out of 6 plus 5, right? So which is 5 by 11. And probability of occurring is equal to, because 6 are in favor of event B, right? In favor of or in favor of, right? Therefore, probability of occurring is 6 by 11, right? Therefore, here the question is the chances that neither A nor B occurs is. Here, chances that neither A nor B occurs is, as the two events are independent. So, multiplication will occur. So, probability of not occurring event A, this value 5 by 8, into probability of not occurring event B. This gives the probability or the chances that neither A nor B occurs, right? Therefore, the chances that neither A nor B occurs is equal to probability of not occurring event A into probability of not occurring event B, right? Here the two events are independent, right? Therefore the multiplication. So probability of not occurring event A is 5 by 8 into 5 by 11, right? Therefore 5 by 8 into 5 by 11, which is 25 by 88, right? So chances that neither A nor B occurs is 25 by 88. Hence option B is the right answer. Question 57. On a sum of 6,500 rupees, if the difference between the simple interest after 5 years and 2 years is 1,560, find the rate of interest. Students, here it is given that difference between simple interest after 5 years and 2 years. So for that, we need to find simple interest after 5 years and 2 years separately. Then difference is given. So simple interest in the first case minus simple interest in the second case is 1,560. On a sum of 6,500 rupees, the simple interest is calculated. So here, so P, the value of principal is the same in both the cases. So let us go step by step. Here, simple interest after 5 years minus simple interest after 2 years is equal to 1,560 rupees. Right? This value. So here on a sum of 6,500 rupees. So the principal or the sum in both the cases, right, is same. So simple interest after 5 years is, so we'll use the formula PTR by 100. So in first case, it is P1 T1 rate of interest by 100 minus P2 T2 rate of interest by 100. So here we have to find the rate of interest, that is R, right? So what is principal? So it is 6,500 rupees into, so after 5 years, so time is 5 and rate is R by 100 minus P2 is also 6,500 rupees into T2, time period is 2 years, into R by 100 is equal to 1,560. So let us take common terms, 6,500 R by 100 out. Then 5 minus 2 is the remaining term, is equal to 1,560. Right? So 6,500 by 100. So 65 R into 5 minus 2 is 3 is 1,560. Therefore, R is 1,560 by 3 into 65. Right? Therefore, so 3 into 520 is 1,560. So 65. 13 into 5 is 65. 13 into 40. Right? So 8 is the answer. 5 into 8 is 40. Right? So rate of interest is 8%. Therefore, look at the options. Option C is the right answer. So on a sum of 6,500 rupees, if the difference between the simple interest, so after 5 years and 2 years is 1,560 rupees, the rate of interest will be 8%. Question 58. A train passes a station platform in 18 seconds and a man standing on the platform in 10 seconds. If the speed of the train is 108 km per hour, find the length of the platform. So let us consider a train passing the platform. Right? So here, let it be a platform. A train passing. So it passes the station platform in 18 seconds and a man standing on the platform in 10 seconds. And speed of the train is 108 km per hour. So we have to find the length of the platform. Right? So let us consider length of the platform be X meters. Right? So before going to the length of the platform, first we have to find the length of the train. So how to find length of the train? So let us go step by step. Let us write the given data. Right? So here speed of the train. Speed of the train is 108 km per hour. Right? So, and consider a man standing on the platform. So this factor. So in 10 seconds. Here consider train and the man. Right? Here time period of the man who is standing on the platform is, so 10 seconds. Right? So here the train passes even the man also. Right? Therefore, while passing that man, so train has to cover some distance. So that distance will be its own length. I'll repeat once again. While passing this man, right? So train has to cover some distance. So this distance will be length of the train. That means when the train comes here near the man, then it passes him and the whole body of the train has to pass the man. So this length will be length of the train. Length of the train, or distance covered by the train is length of the train itself. Right here, length of the man, or not this height of the man. So the length of the man is negligible compared to the length of the train. Therefore, distance covered by the train is considered as its own length. Right? So how to calculate length of the train? So using the formula, speed is equal to distance by time. Distance by time. Right? Here we know speed of the train. Therefore, so distance covered by train, while passing the man, is equal to, so it's a speed into time. Right? So what is speed of the train? 108 kilometer per hour. Right? Whereas time is 10 seconds. Right? Therefore, 10 seconds. Since speed is, so in terms of kilometer per hour, so it is better to convert the speed in terms of meter per second, because time is in terms of seconds, right? So 108, how to convert kilometer per hour into meter per second? Here, 108 is nothing but kilometer, is nothing but 108 kilometer. So into 1000 meters, right? Divided by per hour. So 1 hour is 1 divided by 3600 seconds. Right? Therefore, not 1 divided by, it is divided by. 1 hour is 3600 seconds. Whereas 1 second is 1 divided by 3600 hours. Right? So here we can cancel these two zeros. So 5 by 18. So 18 into 6. So we'll get 6 into 5, which is 30 into 10, which is 300. So length of the train, that is nothing but distance covered by train while passing the man, is 300 meter. So which is equal to length of the train. Length of the train. Right? But we should get the value of length of the platform. So here length of the train we got. Consider the second case. So here the train is passing the whole platform. Right? So while passing the platform, so train covers the distance which is equal to its own length plus length of the platform. Right? So we'll consider the second case. While passing the platform, so distance covered by train is equal to length of the train plus length of the platform. Length of the platform, right? So what is length of the train? So it is 300 meters plus, according to our assumption, let x be the length of the platform, right? So x. So distance covered by the train. So this distance is covered by train in 18 seconds. It is given. Train passes a station platform in 18 seconds. Therefore, time period is 18 seconds. Therefore, speed is equal to distance by time, right? So again, by that relation, so speed is equal to distance 300 plus x by 18. What is speed of the train? It is, what is speed? 108 kilometer per hour, or it is 30 meter per second. So 108 into 5 by 18. So which is 30 meter per second. Right? Therefore, 30 meter per second speed is equal to 300 plus x by 18. Therefore, 300 plus x is equal to 18 into 30, which is 540. Therefore, x is 540 minus 300, which is 240. So, what is x? Length of the platform. Therefore, length of the platform is 240 meters. Option D. Question 59. A shopkeeper purchased 90 pens and cost price of each pen is 10 rupees. And he sold it in two parts. The first part at 20% profit and sold the second part at 10% profit. If he sold all 90 pens at a certain price and got 15% profit, if the profit earns in the second condition is more than the first condition and the difference in profits from both the conditions is 40 rupees. Find how many pens were sold at 20% profit. So students, there are totally 90 pens. Cost price of each pen is 10 rupees, right? So we'll consider total pens is equal to 90 and cost price of each pen. So I'll consider here cost price of one pen is 10 rupees, right? And the number 90 is divided into two parts. So it is given he sold it in two parts. So let us make two parts. Right. And a number of pens sold at 20% profit. Right. So here let X number of pens sold at 20% profit. Right? Here profit percentage is 20%. Therefore, what is the cost price of X pens? Therefore, cost price is equal to, or cost price of X pens is equal to 10 into X rupees. Right? Each pen costs 10 rupees. Therefore, cost price of X pens is 10x rupees. So we know the profit percentage and cost price. So easily we can calculate profit. Therefore, profit obtained by selling X number of pens is equal to cost price into profit percentage. Right? So what is cost price? 10x into percentage is 20 by 100. Right? Otherwise, you can write by 100. Profit percentage itself percent, that means per 100. Right? Therefore, it is 10x into 20 by 100. Therefore, it is 2 zeros will be cancelled. So, 2x rupees. So, profit by selling X number of pens, right, is 2x rupees. Next part, here. So, here X number of pens were sold at 20% profit. So, here in the second part, what is the remaining number of pens? 90 minus X. Total pens minus X, right? Here, remaining pens are 90 minus X. Therefore, cost price of 90 minus X pens is 10 into 90 minus X rupees. Right? So here the profit percentage in the second part. So sold the second part at 10% profit. Right? Profit percentage is 10%. Right? That means 10 by 100. Then what is the profit? Profit is equal to cost price into profit percentage. Right? Therefore, cost price of 90 minus expense is 10 into 90 minus X. into profit percentage is 10%, that is 10 by 100. Therefore, profit obtained by selling 90 minus X pence is 90 minus X rupees. Right? Therefore, total profit. So look at first and second case. So in first case, 2x rupees profit is obtained. In the second case, 90 minus x rupees profit is obtained. Right? Therefore, total profit is equal to 2x plus 90 minus x, which is 90 plus x, right? 90 plus x rupees. So consider this as case 1. So total profit by selling x and 90 minus x number of pens, right? So in the second case, so look at the question. If he sold all 90 pens at certain price and got 15% profit. So here in the second case, if profit percentage is 15%, profit percentage is 15% by selling all 90 pens at the cost price of 90 into 10, that is 900 rupees, right? So if profit percentage is 15% by selling all 90 pens, then cost price will be, cost price of 90 pens is 90 into 10, which is 900 rupees. Therefore, profit is equal to, again by the formula, cost price into profit percentage. Profit percentage. Here, you should divide this percentage value by 100, right? In each case, cost price is 900 rupees into 15 by 100, which is 135 rupees. So in first case, total profit obtained is 900 plus X rupees. Whereas in the second case, if all 90 pens were sold at a profit of 15%, so then the profit, total profit will be 135 rupees. Come back to the question. So if the profit earns in the second condition is more than the first condition, and the difference in profits from both the condition is 40 rupees. So here, if the profit earns in the second condition is more, then the difference will be. So difference in profit, difference in profits is equal to 40 rupees. It is given already, right? So here difference in profit. If second case profit is more than, so 135 minus first case profit is 90 plus X. So 90 plus X is 40 rupees. Then 135 minus 90, which is 45. Minus of plus is X is 40. Therefore, minus X is minus 5. Hence, X is 5. So, what is X? According to our assumption, let X be number of pens sold at 20% profit, right? Therefore, so X is number of pens sold at 20% profit. Hence, come back to the question. Find how many pens were sold at 20% profit. So 5 pens were sold at 20% profit. Option C. Question 60. The speed of the boat in still water is 10 km per hour and the speed of river is 5 km per hour. Boat takes a total of 16 hours to go to a place and come back. Then what is the total distance covered by the boat in the whole process, right? So here, let us consider a stream. So in which boat covers some distance to go to a place. So it starts from here Let me consider point A to point B, right? So it covers the distance. So let us consider X as the distance covered by boat, right? So it takes 16 hours to go to a place and come back. So here total time is 16 hours. 16 hours, right? So one way distance is X, right? So then what is the total distance covered in the whole process? That means X plus X distance we have to calculate. That is 2X distance. So 2X distance will be total distance covered by boat to go to a place and to come back, right? So here it is given that speed of the boat in still water is 10 kilometer per hour and speed of the river is 5 kilometer per hour, right? So whenever there is still water speed and speed of the river or speed of the stream, we use two terms. One is upstream speed and downstream speed, right? Here speed of boat in still water is 10 kilometer per hour, whereas speed of river or stream, anything you can consider. Stream is a general word. So 5 kilometer per hour, right? So here what is upstream? Why do we need upstream? So here upstream speed of the boat is speed of the boat in still water minus speed of the stream. So imagine boat is moving in this direction and it is coming back. While coming back, boat is coming back from the place. So the stream or the river exerts opposite pressure to the speed of the boat. Therefore, upstream speed of the boat is always its speed minus speed of the river, right? Speed of the boat minus speed of the river because of opposite force exerted by speed of the river, right? It is moving in opposite direction of the river. Therefore, it is 5 kilometer per hour upstream speed, right? So what is speed? So by the formula, it is distance by time. Distance by time. So if you take distance covered by boat, so while coming back as well as coming to the, if it reaches the position B, so the distance is X. So we'll consider X as the distance. Let us consider T1 be the time taken by boat to come back, since we have taken upstream speed, right? So here phi is equal to X by T1. Whereas downstream speed of the boat. So downstream speed means, so in the same direction of the stream or in the same direction of the river, if the boat is moving, so it will have a speed that is called downstream speed. It is always speed of the boat plus speed of the river, right? So which is equal to 15 kilometer per hour. Again, it is distance by time. So distance covered by boat in the downstream speed also X by time. T1. Here in this case, it is T2. Right? Therefore, 15 is equal to X by T2. Therefore, we'll consider this as 1, this as 2. From 1 and 2. So T1 is, what is T1? X by 5. T2 is X by 15. Time taken by boat. So while coming back and while moving in the forward direction, right? So T1 plus T2. Total time taken by the boat to go to a place and to come back together. It takes 16 hours. It is already given. Therefore, T1 plus T2 is 16 hours, which is given. So substitute the values. T1 as x by 5, T2 as x by 15 is 16. So here 15 is LCM. So 3x plus x is x by 15 is 16. 4x is 16 into 15. So x is, so 16 by 4 is 4. 15 into 4 is 60. So which is 60 kilometer. So what is x? So distance covered by boat to reach B, point B, to go to a place is x, and to come back it covers the same distance. Therefore total distance covered in the whole process. So total distance is x plus x, which is 120 kilometers. Therefore option B is the right answer. Students, question from 61 to 65 are based on the below information. Here the direction is, read the table carefully and answer the following questions. The following table shows the efficiency of 5 different machines. So here machine A, B, C, D, E and their total capacity and efficiencies are given. Here the question is, find the final output of C. Question 61. Find the final output of C. So machine C, its total capacity and efficiency percentage is given. Here it is given that if efficiency is N, then final output will be N into N plus 1 by 2. So let us find N first. So efficiency of C, efficiency of machine C. Machine C. So which is equal to N is equal to, so 60% of which value? 60% of its total capacity, right? So it is given that 60% of its total capacity, right? Here total capacity is 180 units, 60% into 180, or it is 60 by 100. Percent means by 100 into 180. Right? So N is equal to, so 6 by 10, 60 by 100 is 6 by 10. So it is 6 into 18. So it is 108. So N, or the efficiency of the machine, is 108. So then final output will be, final output is equal to N into N plus 1 by 2. N into N plus 1 by 2. So which is 108 into N plus 1 is 109 by 2. So you will get, so 2 by 108, which is 54 into 109, you will get 5886 units. Right? So final output is 5886, option D. Question 62. Students, look at the question. Find the difference between the output of the machine B and D. So machine B and machine D, their capacities and efficiencies are given. So we have to find the difference between their output. So to find the output, we need the value of N. So by the relation, output is N into N plus 1 by 2. So what is N here? N is their efficiency. So efficiency percentage is given here. So efficiency of B is, efficiency of B is nothing but N is 40% of its capacity. So 40% of capacity, right? So 40 by 100 into capacity of B is 160. Therefore, 64 efficiency of machine B, that is N is 64, right? Therefore, output, final output is equal to, so 64 n into n plus 1 by 2, 65 by 2, which is 32 into 65, right? So 32 into 65 is 2080. So final output is 2080 units. Now come to machine D. So efficiency of D. Consider this as 2. Efficiency of D. Is, so 70% of its total capacity is 120. So it is 70 by 100 into 120. So can cancel zeros first. 84 units, right? Efficiency of D is 84 units. Therefore, final output. So here efficiency is N. Final output is N into N plus 1 by 2. 84 into 85 by 2, right? So it is 2 into 42. 42 into 85 is 3570 units. Therefore, difference between their output. So required difference is, is 3570. So final output of D minus final output of machine B, 2080. So it is 1490 units. Therefore, option E is the right answer. So in this question, efficiency of machine B and D. So first calculate their efficiency, then final outputs, right, of each machine. Then find the difference between their final output. So here, option E is the right answer. Question 63. Find the ratio between the output of machine D and machine E. So machine D, its output, and machine E's output. So for that, we need efficiency of machine D and E, right? So first case, efficiency of D is 70% of 120, right? So 70 by 100 into 120. So 12 into 7, 84 units, right? So output of D is, so n into n plus 1 by 2, 84 into 85 by 2, right? So next, you can simplify or you can leave as it is. Finally, we are finding the ratio. There you can simplify, right? So next part, efficiency of E. Efficiency of E is, so here it is 60% of 140. 60 by 100 into 140. So again, it is 84 units, right? Therefore, output of E, so will be same as that of D, 84 into 85 by 2. So since both the outputs are same, so the required ratio is 1:1. So required ratio of output of D to E is, so 1:1. Since their outputs are same, 84 into 85 by 2, and here also 84 into 85 by 2. Hence, option B is the right answer. Question 64. The output of machine A is approximately how much % more than output of B? So machine A and B. So let us find output of machine A and B separately. Then we'll find required percentage, right? Here, output of machine A, or first we'll directly find the efficiency. So efficiency N of A is 50% of 150. That is 50 by 100 into 150. So which is 75 units, right? And that of B is 40% of 40 by 100 into 160. So it is 64 units, right? So their outputs. So first one, output of A is 75. N into N plus 1, 76 by 2. Right? 75 into 76. So 2 into 38. So it is 2850 units. 2850. And output of B is 64 into 65 by 2. So which is 2080 units. 2 into 32 into 65 is 2080 units, right? So here the question is, output of machine A is how much percent more than output of B, right? So here more means whenever there is a word more, we have to find difference between these two numbers, right? So the difference is difference in their output. Output is equal to 2850 minus 2080, which is 770 units. So 770 is what percentage of 2080? That gives the answer. So output of machine A is, so some percent more than output of B. Therefore, required percentage of what? Difference is equal to 770 is the difference. So, which is 770 more than output of B, which is 2080. Therefore, for 100 gives required percentage difference. So, it is 77 by 208. So, it is easily divisible by 11. 11 into 7. No, not exactly. So, we'll write as it is. Later, you can simplify. 77 into 100 by 208. Right? So, it is, you can directly 7,700 by 208. So, direct division 7,700 by 208. So, we'll check with 3. So, 624. Right? So, 146 is the remainder. We check with 6 or 7. 6. 7. 7 is okay. So 1456, 4 is the remainder. So 0, 0. So 37.0 something. So which is approximately equal to 37%. So the required percentage of difference is 37%. Hence option E is the right answer. That means output of machine A is approximately 37% more than output of B. Therefore, option E is the right answer. Question 65. The output of machine D is what percent of output of machine E? So we'll find output of D and E separately. Then we have to find the percentage. Output of D is what percent of output of E. So to find output, we need efficiency value, right? So we'll find efficiency N. So efficiency of D is 70% of 70 by 100 into 120. So 84 units, whereas E 60% of 140, again 84, right? So, since efficiencies are same, their outputs also same, right? Otherwise, you can separately find the output. Output of D is, so 84 into 85 by 2. Again, output of E. E is also 84 into 85 by 2. Therefore, output of D is what percent of output of E? So, it is 100% of output of E, right? So, the required percentage is output of D, 84 into 85 by 2 is what percentage of, percent means 100, of output of E, 84 into 85 by 2. So, numerator and denominator outputs are cancelled. So, it is 100%. Right? Since both the values are same, it is 100% of output of machine E. Therefore, option A is the right answer. Students, question from 66 to 70 are based on the below information. Here the direction is, read the following information carefully and answer the questions that follow. There are 6 persons, namely A, B, C, D, E, and F. They all are sitting around a circular table facing the center. Each one of them likes a fruit, namely apple, banana, guava, mango, papaya, and orange, but not necessarily in the same order. Here, A likes apples and is sitting second to the left of B. The one who likes mango sits between the one who likes apple and B. C, who likes papaya, sits opposite to E. 2 persons are sitting between B and F. The one who likes guava sits immediately to the left of the one who likes apples. D and B do not like mango, and D sits second to the right of E and likes orange. Then the question is, which fruit does F like? So let us consider these information one by one. So here A, B, C, D, E, and F are sitting around a circular table. So we'll consider a circular table where 6 persons are sitting around it. So we'll consider 6 persons, those who are facing center. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 persons are facing center. Here the first point is, so A likes apples and sitting second to the left of B. So consider position of A anywhere here. So I'll consider here A likes apples and is sitting second to the left of B. That means B is sitting here, second to the right of A, right? Next point. The one who likes mango sits between the one who likes apple and B. So here A likes apple and a person B is sitting here. So between them, one who likes mango is sitting. So a person who likes mango is sitting here between A and B. Right? Next point. C who likes papaya sits opposite to E. So we don't know the position of E. So we cannot predict position of C also. So we'll consider this point later. Third point, right? So next point, 2 persons are sitting between B and F. So position of B is here. So between B and F, 2 persons are sitting. So if you take anti-clockwise direction or clockwise direction. So in both directions, 2 persons are sitting. Right? So no need to take case 1 and 2. Since there are only 6 people, so in any direction, if you consider 2 persons are sitting, between B and F. So position of F will be here, right? Just opposite to B. Next point. The one who likes guava sits immediately to the left of the one who likes apples. So here A likes apples. So who likes guava sits immediately to the left of the one who likes apples. To the left of the one who likes apple is, so here to the left of A, this direction, right? So the one who likes guava is F, right? So F likes guava, who is sitting immediately left to the A, person A, right? Next point. D and B do not like mango. Here, D and B do not like mango. So B do not like mango. So where is D sitting? So next point, D sits second to the right of E. So to the right of E, second means only possible position for E is here. So D can sit second to the right of E. To the right of E means in the anti-clockwise direction, right? So D sits second to the right of E and likes orange. So D likes orange, right? So only this position suits for E, right? So that E likes mango, right? And D likes orange. Consider this point, C point at last. C, who likes papaya, sits opposite to E. So opposite position of E is here where C is sitting. So C likes papaya. Papaya. So all points got over. So here, yeah, B. So what does B like here? So apple, banana, guava, mango, papaya and orange are 6 fruits. So here only the remaining fruit is banana. So B likes banana. B likes banana, right? Here the question is, question 66. Which fruit does F like? So F likes guava, right? Option C is the right answer. Question 67. How many persons are sitting between A and E when counted to the left of A? So to the left of A means in clockwise direction, right? So how many persons are sitting between A and E? So A is here, E is here. So when counted to the left of A, there are 4 persons, F, C, D and B are sitting between A and E. Therefore, option D is the right answer. Question 68. Who is sitting opposite to the one who likes orange? So here one who likes orange is D. Opposite to D, A is sitting who likes apple. Therefore, the answer is, so the one who likes apple is sitting opposite to the one who likes orange. Hence, option D is the right answer. Question 69. Who is sitting second to the right of C? To the right of C means in anti-clockwise direction, right? So second to the right of C, A is sitting. Therefore, option B, A is the right answer. A is sitting second to the right of C. Question 70. Which pair of name fruit is correct? Here, F apple. That means F likes apple. So which is not correct because F likes guava. D guava. So D doesn't like guava, right? D likes orange. Therefore, the second one is also not correct. B mango. B likes banana, not mango. Therefore, third one is not correct. A likes papaya, which is not correct because A likes apple or C likes papaya. So, whereas B likes banana is correct, right? Therefore, so B banana pair of name fruit is correct. Students, questions from 71 to 73 are based on the below information. Here the direction is Study the following information carefully and answer the given questions. In a certain code language, value theme particle around is written as. Students, here different sentences and their respective codes are given. So if you consider these are sentences, value theme particle around, so which contains 4 different words, and code words or codes for different words are given. So we have to find which code suits for which word, right? So let us consider the first one as first sentence, second sentence, third one and fourth one, and their codes, right? So we have to find, here the question is, what is the code of around? So in order to find the code for around, so we have to consider first and the fourth sentence where around is common, right? Along with around, there is a word theme, which is common between first and fourth, right? So if we find the code for theme, we can easily predict code for around, right? So for that, so we have to consider another sentence where theme is common, right? So if you consider second one and first one where theme is common, right? So easily we can predict code for theme. So I'll write once again the first sentence, value, theme, particle and around. Particle, around. And the second one, song, new, theme and sing. And the codes are TFK, DM, TFK, DM, UN, SSD. Then DJ, XY, TFK, and SRC. So first let us find the codes for all words. Then we can easily answer for all the questions, right? So here, this is first and the second one, right? So between first and second, theme is common, right? Theme is common. So look at the codes where TFK is common. Therefore, theme is coded as TFK. Do you agree? Theme is coded as TFK. So let us write that. Theme is coded as TFK. Right? So the next sentence, third one, sing loud particle mix. Sing loud particle mix. Right? So consider second and third sentence where sing is common. Only sing is common. So indicate this with a rectangular symbol. Right? So apart from sing, there is no common word between second and third. Therefore, we can easily predict the code SSD, BT. Here codes are SSD, BT, then SRC, HNM, SRC, HNM. So between second and third codes, SRC. So it is only the common code. Therefore, sing is coded as SRC, SRC, right? So consider the next one, around, theme, mix, and song, right? And the codes are XY, UN, TFK, and BT. So TFK is already, that is a code word for theme, right? So here between first and the last one. So here theme is already done. So around, there is a word around. So indicate with different symbol, a pentagon, right? So word around is coded as, so common code between 1 and 4. So here UN is common, right? So UN is common. Therefore, around is coded as UN. UN, right? So you can try the remaining words. So between third and fourth, third and fourth. So there is a word mix, right? So indicate with different symbol just to differentiate the codes, right? Mix. So from third and fourth codes. So which is common? BT is common, right? BT is common. Therefore, mix is coded as BT. Like this, we can find the codes for all words. So consider second and fourth where song is common, right? So I just underline song, second and fourth codes. So XY is common. Therefore, song is coded as XY, XY, like that. So new is new common between. So consider first and third where particle is common, right? So I'll indicate with a parallelogram. Yes. So particle is common. So here first and third codes where SSD is common, right? SSD. Therefore, particle is coded as SSD. I'll write here. Particle is coded as SSD, right? Like this. So here the question is question 71. What is the code of around? So around is coded as UN. Therefore, option A is the right answer. Question 72. In the coded language, dash is coded as HNM. So students, here already we have found different codes for different words. So here HNM. So look for HNM word code. So which is in third sentence, right? So the words in third sentence are sing loud particle. So the codes for sing loud and particles are, so for sing SRC, so which is already done, round off that code, and loud. So we don't know the code for loud. For particle, we have SSD. Particle is coded as SSD, right? But BT is already code for mix, right? So mix. Therefore, so mix is also coded. Particle, sing, and mix. Three words are coded already. Therefore, the leftover code is HNM. Therefore, the word loud is coded as HNM, right? So, I'll write here loud is coded as HNM. Therefore, option D is the right answer. Question 73. What is the code of theme sing value? So, here theme is coded as TFK. TFK. Sing is coded as SRC. And value. So what code for value is? For that, consider first one. Where theme, particle, and around. Three words are coded as. So theme is coded as TFK. Just round off this code. And particle is coded as SSD. Round off the code SSD. And around is coded as UN. Round off the code UN. Therefore, only the leftover code is DM. Therefore, value is coded as DM. Right? So, value is coded as DM. Therefore, the proper code of theme sing value is TFK, SRC, and DM. Right? So, the second option. Question 74. In the given word alongside, the consonants are written first and the vowels are written second in alphabetical order. Then the vowels are changed to the next letter and the consonants are changed to the previous letters as per the alphabetical series. Then which letter is fifth from the left end? So here let us write the given word alongside. ALONGSIDE. Right? Here the question is, so if we write consonants first and vowels later in alphabetical order, right? So writing consonants first and vowels later or vowels second in alphabetical order. Alphabetical order. So here consonants are L, N, G, S and D. So if we write consonants in alphabetical order, so which letter comes first? D, right? After that, G, then L, then N, after that, S. Then write vowels in the alphabetical order. So A comes first, A, then E, I and O. Right? Here the new word is DGLNSAEIO. Right? Here, next part of the question here. Then the vowels are changed to the next letter. Here, the consonants are changed to the previous letter in alphabetical as per the alphabetical series. So vowels are changed to the next letter. Consider only vowels A, E, I, O. So they are changed to the next letter. So next letter to A is B. Next letter to E is F. To I, next letter is J. To O, next letter is P. And consonants are changed to the previous letters. So previous letter to D, G, L, N and S. So previous letters to D is C. Previous letter to G is F. To L it is K. To N it is M. And to S it is R. Therefore, new word formed is CFKMRBFJP. Right? Here the question is, which letter is fifth from the left end? So from the left end, which letter is fifth? First, second, third, fourth and fifth. So fifth letter is R. Right? Therefore, the correct answer is option A. Question 75. How many such pairs of digits are there in the number 73951286, each of which has as many digits between them in the number, both forward and backward direction, as they have between them in the numeric series? So here, let us consider the given number 73951286. 1286. So we have to find such pairs of digits. So in which number of digits between them in the given number is equal to number of digits between them in the original numeric series. That means from 1 to 9, right? Or 0 to 9. So here, so let us consider 7 and 9. So we can consider both forward and backward direction. So in the given number 7 and 9. So between 7 and 9, there is a one digit, that is 3, right? So we'll consider 7 and 9. And there is one digit. So number of digits is 1. So which is 3. So in original numeric series, original series. So between 7 and 9, there is one digit, which is 8. Right? So the second pair is, so we'll consider 3 and 5. Right? 3 and 5. There is one digit between 3 and 5 in the given number, so which is 9. And in the original series also, there is one digit between 3 and 5, which is 4. Right? And the third pair is, so we'll consider 2 and 7. This. Right? We can consider in backward direction also. So between 2 and 7 or 7 and 2, there are 4 numbers, right? So therefore, 4 numbers or 4 digits, they are 3, 9, 5 and 1. And in original series also, so from 2 to 7 or between 2 and 7, not from, between 2 and 7, there are 4 digits or 4 numbers. So 3, 4, 5 and 6. Right? So your next pair is, can we consider 3 and 8? 3 and 8. Right? So here number of digits between them is 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 digits. They are 9, 5, 1 and 2. And in original English alphabetical series, so between 3 and 8, there are 4 digits. So they are 4, 5, 6 and 7. Right? So next pair is 5 and 8. So 5 and 8. Right? So between 5 and 8, so there are, in the given word, 1 and 2. So 2 digits. 2 digits are there. They are 1 and 2. So in original series, there are 2 digits. So they are 6 and 7 between 5 and 8. So there are 5 such pairs. So you can try even 1 and 2. This is also right. So 1 and 2. So between them, in the given number, there are 0 digits. 0 digits. And in the original series also, there is no digit between or no number between 1 and 2. The whole number. Right? Therefore, there are 6 such pairs. Right? Therefore, the answer is more than 4 is the right answer. Students, questions 76 and 77 are based on the below information. There is a family of 7 members having 3 generations. There are more than 4 females in the family. A is the father of B. L is married to the only son of G. L has an unmarried sibling K. B is the nephew of K. C is the child of A. And G is the mother of A. H is the parent of L. Then how is K related to A? Students, let us make a family tree using some symbols. Here, we use a circular symbol for all females and a square symbol for male and a parallel line. That means 2 parallel lines for married couple. Married couple. And a horizontal line for siblings. And a vertical line or a slanted line. So in both the directions. For difference of the generation. Difference of a generation. Right? So consider the first point as, here it is given that there are more than 4 females in the family. So which is important. So here we'll consider the first point. A is the father of B. So since A is father, so A's gender is male. with square symbol, father of B. So father of B with a vertical line. So vertical line shows difference of generation. So next point, L is married to the only son of G. So we don't know who is G and who is the only son of G. So we'll consider this point later. L is married to the only son of G, right? So next point we'll consider. So C is the child of A. C is the child of A. Here already B is the child of A. Therefore, so A has one more child who is C, right? Therefore, B and C are siblings with a horizontal line. So, C is the child of A. Next, G is the mother of A. So, G is mother of A. So, with a circular symbol. Next, H is the parent of L. So, who is L here? So, L is, consider this point. L is married to the only son of G. So, only son of G is definitely A with a square symbol, right? So, L is married to the only son of G. Therefore, L is female. So, only son of G is A. So, A and L are married couple. Are you getting my points? So, A and L are married couple. Next point, L has an unmarried sibling K. So, unmarried sibling K. L and K are siblings, right? So, B is the nephew of K. Nephew means here. So, B is B. So, L has A and L. They have two children, B and C, right? Since B is nephew, so gender of B is male. Here for K, so B becomes sister's son, right? Nephew means sister's son. B becomes sister's son. Therefore, gender of B is male, right? B is nephew and C is the child of A. So all points got over. Here it is given that there are more than four females in the family. So already there are two males. A and B are males. So the remaining persons are G, L, K, C. So who else? Here H is the parent of L. So we have one more member, H. So remaining persons are 5. So all are females because it is given that there are more than 4 females in the family. So the remaining 5 persons are females, right? Here the question is, how is K related to A? To A, how is K related? So K becomes wife's sister. To A, K is wife's sister. That means sister-in-law, right? Therefore, option A is the right answer. So, to A, K is sister-in-law. Question 77. How is C related to G? So, C related to G. Like, so C is son's daughter for G, right? So, son's daughter. So, A is son of G. So, A's daughter is C, right? Therefore, son's daughter is nothing but granddaughter. Option C is the right answer. Questions from 78 to 82 are based on the below information. Here the direction is, study the following information carefully and answer the questions given below. 6 persons, C, D, E, F, J and K were born on 2 different dates, 5th or 12th of 3 different months. They are March, May and September. Only one person was born on one date of a month. J was born on the 5th of a month having 30 days. Not more than 2 persons were born between F and E. C was born on an even numbered date but immediately after K. Only 2 persons were born between J and C. D was born on one date of the months before E. K was born before F but not after D. At least 2 people were born after F. Then the question is, how many persons born between C and F? Right? So here, let us consider these informations one by one here. 6 persons were born on 2 different dates. So either 5th or 12th of 3 different months. So we'll consider months March, May and September. March, May and September. And the dates are 5th and 12th. These are the dates. 5th and 12th. 5th and 12th of each month. Right? So here the first point is, J was born on the 5th of a month having 30 days. Here the month having 30 days is only September. Whereas May and March months have totally 31 days in each month. Right? So here the first point, J was born on the 5th of a month having 30 days. Therefore, J was born on 5th of September. Right? So 5th of September, J was born. Next point. Here we consider this point. Only 2 persons were born between J and C. So here between J and C, there are 2 persons. Therefore, C was born on 12th of March. Right? So next point, C was born on an even number date. Yes, C was born on 12th. 12 is an even number, but immediately after K. Therefore, K was born on 5th of March. Right? So next point, immediately after K. So yes, this point got over. At least 2 people were born after F. So at least 2 people were born after F. That means, so there is a case if F is, the birth date of F is on 5th of May. So after F, 3 persons were born. Right? So at least 2 people means 2 or more. Therefore, there is one more case where birth date of F is on 12th of May. Right? So that 2 people after F. Right? So therefore, this condition got satisfied. So there are 2 cases, case 1 and case 2. Next point, not more than 2 persons were born between F and E. So between F and E, not more than 2 persons were born. That means 1 or 2 persons were born between F and E, not more than 2. Therefore, consider case 1. So E's birth date is on 12th of September. In case 2, E's birth date is on, again, 12th of September. So that in case 1, 2 persons were born between F and E. In case 2, there is only 1 person between F and E. Not more than 2. Therefore, in case 2, remaining things are same. So, the remaining birth dates of the persons. Only F is different. So, J on 5th of September. Right? Next point. D was born on one of the months before E. So before E, in case 1, D was born on 12th of May. So in case 2, D was born on 5th of May. Right? So all conditions got over here. So K was born before F but not after D. So look at the table. K was born before F. Yes. Not after D. Yes. So this condition also got over. Right? So all conditions got satisfied. So the question is, how many persons born between C and F? So in case 1, so there is no person between C and F, whereas in case 2, there is 1 person between C and F. So we cannot determine how many persons born between C and F because, so we have to consider both the cases. So we cannot cancel any of the cases here because all conditions will get satisfied in both the cases. right? All the conditions will get satisfied in both the cases. Therefore, we cannot cancel any of these cases. Therefore, we cannot determine number of persons between C and F. Option E is the answer. Cannot determine. Question 79. Who among the following was born immediately before E? So, immediately before E, J was born, right? Therefore, option C is the right answer. Question 80. Which of the following is the birth date of C? So, birth date of C is, 12th March, right? So, option B is the right answer, 12th March. Question 81. Which of the following statements is true? The first one, J and F both were born in the same month. So, J and F, so they were not born in the same month. J was born in the month of September, F in the month of May. So, which is not correct. So, F was born on an odd number date. So, we cannot determine the birth date of F because of the two cases, right? So, here in the first case, D was born in the month of, that means May 5th. Whereas in the second case, F was born on 5th of May, right? So we cannot determine the exact birth date of F here. So the second statement is also not true. So third one, E was born on the 5th of the month. So look at E, which is not correct because E was born on 12th of September. So E was born on the 12th of a month. So which is correct, right? All are true. This is also not correct. Therefore, option D is the right answer, where E was born on the 12th of a month. Question 82. 4 of the 5 are alike in a certain way and thus form a group. Find the option which does not belong to the group. So here, option A, K. So K was born in the month of March, which has 31 days, right? Whereas C also born in the month of March, which has 31 days. D, so according to case 1, D was born in the month of May, which has 31 days. So F also in the month of May. In case 2 also D and F, only the position is interchanged here, right? So both were born in the month of May, which has 31 days. Whereas J was born in the month of September, which has only 30 days, right? Therefore, J doesn't belong to the group. Option E is the right answer. Students, if you want to practice such type of questions and many more entrance exam question papers, please visit our website www.examsnet.com. You can also download our app. The link is given in the description box. Questions 83, 84 and 85 are based on the below information. Here the direction is, read the following information carefully and answer the questions that follow. There are 6 persons, namely A, B, C, D, E and F. They are arranged in descending order of their age from left to right. No 2 persons have the same age. Here there are 6 persons, their ages are arranged in descending order from left to right. From left to right. Right. So here we consider the first point. E is younger than A. So since ages are arranged in descending order, so we have to consider the elder person first. Here A is elder to E. Right. That means E is younger than A, but E is elder to B. So E is elder to B. Right. So B is not the youngest. That means there is a last person who is youngest. Right. So E is 25 years old. So we'll write their ages also. E is 25 years old. Next point. The difference of ages of D and E is 20 years. So difference of ages of D and E is 20 years means So what will be the age of D here? So D is 5 years old. That means D is the youngest person who is 5 years old. Right? I just write down here. So E minus D or E minus some number X is 20 years. Right? Therefore, D's age or this number is 5 years. Right? So E minus D is 20 years, difference of their age. So 25 minus some number is 20 years. Therefore, this number is 5. Therefore, D's age is 5 years. So come back to the previous part here. C is the second youngest person. So C is the second youngest person. C is, yes, elder to D. Right? So what else is left? So E is younger than A. So this point got over. So B is not the youngest. Yes, B is not the youngest. E is 25 years old. The difference of ages of D and E is 20 years. C is the second youngest person. Right? So who is the eldest person here? So come back to the question. If the sum of the ages of A and E is 70, sum of the ages of A and E, A plus E is 70, then what will be the age of A? A is 70 minus 25, 70 minus E, right? So which is 45. So A is 45 years old, right? And the sum of ages of F and D, F plus D is 89 years. D's age is 5 years. Therefore, F is 89 minus 5, which is 84 years. Therefore, F is the eldest person, right? So, 84 years. Next, what is the age of D? So, age of D is 5 years. B is elder to C. Therefore, F is the eldest, D is the youngest. So we don't know the ages of B and C here. So let us discuss their ages later in the next questions. So here the question is, what is the age of D? So D is 5 years old. Question 84. Again, the same information based on this. If the sum of the ages of A and E is 70, already we have solved this part. If A plus E is 70, so what is the age of A? 45 years. And the sum of the ages of F and D is 89. So we have solved this part also in the previous question. Then what is the possible age of C? Possible age of C. So look at the options. 45 years. So it is not possible because A is 45 years old. So 10 years, yes, there is a possibility because, so C lies between E and D, right? C lies between E and D, where E is 25 years old, D is 5 years old. Therefore, age of C lies between 25 and 5. So, which is 10. So, apart from 10, so these three values which are, yes, greater than 25. So, which is not possible. So, here 2 is less than 5. So, which is also not possible. So, 30 years is greater than 25. That means greater than E's age. Therefore, C's age is 10 years. Right? So, here 10 lies between 25 and 5. Therefore, option B. Question 85. If the sum of the ages of A and E is 70 and the sum of ages of F and E is 89, then what is the average of the ages of A and E? So here we have calculated A and E's age, right? Using these two relations, A plus E is 70 and F plus D is 89. Right? So A is 45 years old, E is 25 years old. So average of the ages of A and E. So average age of A and E is equal to their total age. So total age of A and E divided by number of persons. So here number of persons is only 2, right? Because we are considering only A and E's age. So total age of A and E is 45 plus 25. And number of persons, there are 2 persons. So 70 by 2 is 35. Hence, 35 years is the average of the ages of A and E. Questions from 86 to 90 are based on the below information. Here the direction is, read the following information carefully and answer the given questions. In a bank meeting, the 8 bank employees Q, R, U, P, D, H, L, and C hold different positions: Managing Director, Executive Director, Chief General Manager, Assistant General Manager, Divisional Manager, and Marketing Officer, and Clerk, but not necessarily in the same order. All the positions are in increasing order, where clerk is junior to all and MD is senior to all. Here, students, let us write their positions in the increasing order, where junior is clerk, junior to senior, right? So, clerk is junior to all. So, after clerk, so he is senior to clerk. So, marketing officer. So, MO stands for marketing officer. So, next is divisional manager. DM stands for divisional manager. Next, AGM, assistant general manager. Then general manager. Then chief general manager, CGM. Then executive director, ED stands for executive director. Then MD stands for managing director, right? Here the first point. So we'll consider, so if you consider U is just one position senior to R, this point, so we cannot predict their positions easily. So let us write the points which are directly given, right? So Q is senior to only 3 persons, which is directly given. So here clerk is junior most and MD is senior most, right? Q is senior to only 3 persons. That means Q is AGM, who is senior to 3 persons, clerk, marketing officer, and divisional manager, right? Therefore, the first point is Q is senior to only 3 persons. Then the last point, which is directly given, C is an executive director. So, executive director is C, right? Next point. L is neither chief general manager nor managing director. So, L is not managing director, neither chief general manager. Therefore, we have different cases for the position of L, right? That means in first case, let us consider GM is the position of L, right? In the second case, we'll consider this as first case. In the second case, position of L be DM, right? So next, in the third case, position of L be marketing officer. In the fourth case, position of L be clerk, right? We have 4 different cases for the position of L. L is neither chief general manager nor managing director. Next one, P is senior to divisional manager. So P is senior to divisional manager. That means, so positions for P will be so greater than divisional manager, right? So greater positions for divisional manager. Here AGM is already fixed and ED also already fixed. So in first case, P's position be CGM, Chief General Manager, right? So it is directly given that P is senior to divisional manager but junior to managing director. So that means you cannot take the position for P as managing director, right? Therefore, so only position for P is CGM in first case, whereas in the second case, so since senior to divisional manager, so you can predict position for P is general manager, right? Whereas the remaining positions are same. That means for C, yeah, it is ED. In the third case, can you predict position for P? It is already given general manager and CGM got over. So DM, it is P is senior to DM. Therefore, so you cannot predict. So position for P will be as it is, either GM or CGM, right? Therefore, GM and CGM points got over. So the next point, H is not junior to P. H is not junior to P. In first case, only position for H is MD, Managing Director, because H is senior to P, right? Next point. So in the second case, position for H is CGM, right? Next point. D is not the most junior. So D is not the most junior. So you cannot take position for D as clerk here, right? So we have two options for D, either DM, right? Or MO. Either DM or MO, right? Because D is not the most junior. And the next point is, so come to the first point. Before that, second, D is junior to Q. So this condition got over. So in both the cases, D is junior to Q. And before that, the first point, U is just one position senior to R. So U is just one position. Here in the first case, just one position senior to R. So U is marketing officer, R is clerk. Whereas in the remaining cases, so can we write U here? No, because U is just one position senior to all. Therefore, all cases will be cancelled, right? Therefore, so if you write U somewhere here or here, so the remaining conditions do not hold good. Therefore, so we have to consider only case 1 where all conditions get satisfied. So consider only case 1. So R is clerk, U is marketing officer, D is divisional manager, Q is AGM, L is general manager, P is chief general manager, C is ED, and H is MD. So the question is, what is the position of Q? So position of Q is assistant general manager, AGM. So look at the options: clerk, managing director, executive director, divisional manager, and none of this. Here, none of this is the answer. So AGM is not given here in the options. Therefore, position of Q is none of these here. Question 87. Find out the odd one. So here, managing director P. So P is not the managing director. H is the managing director. Therefore, odd one is managing director P. So this combination is odd one out. Whereas the remaining are assistant general manager Q. Yes, Q is assistant general manager. Divisional manager is D. Yes, D is divisional manager. R is clerk and executive director is C. So the remaining combinations are right. Only the odd one is first one, managing director P. Therefore, option A. Question 88. Who is the most senior among them? So among them, managing director H is the most senior. Therefore, option D, H is the right answer. Question 89. Who is at the position of Chief General Manager? Here, Chief General Manager CGM is P. Therefore, P is at the position of Chief General Manager. Hence, option C. Question 90. What is the position of L? So, position of L is GM. That means General Manager. Therefore, option A is the right answer. Question 91. Here the direction is in the following question, assuming the given statements to be true, find which of the conclusion among the given conclusions is or are definitely true, and then give your answers accordingly. Here, students, there are two parts in the given statement, right? So we'll consider first part. So h less than y. So we'll consider h as a line. H as a line which is less than y. One more line, y. And y less than u. So here u is greater than y and h, right? And u is greater than or equal to q. So q is less than u or q is equal to u. So we have two cases, 1 and 2. In the second case, the remaining things are same, where h less than y and y less than u and u is equal to u, right? Because of this relation, u is greater than or equal to q, right? In the first case, u is greater than q. In the second case, u is equal to q. So next part, q is equal to n. So we'll consider n, which is equal to q. So in the second case also, q is equal to n, right? So in the second case, u, q and n are equal, right? So next part, n is greater than r. So we'll consider n, which is greater than r in the first case. Also in the second case, n is greater than r. This completes first part of the statement. And the second part, so here s equal to t. So t greater than or equal to g, g equal to v, and v strictly greater than h. So compare first and second part of the statement where only h is common, right? Therefore, we'll start from h in the second part of the statement, right? So we'll start from h. Here, v strictly greater than h. That means h strictly less than v. So we'll consider in the reverse manner. So h less than v or v greater than h. So we'll consider a line v which is greater than h. And in the second case, a line v which is greater than h, right? And g is equal to v. A line g is equal to v, right? Next part, t greater than or equal to g. So t is greater than g or equal to g, right? And the next part is s is equal to t. A line s is equal to t. So in the second part of the statement, so all the lines s, t, g, v are equal to each other, right? So in the first case, s, t are equal and g, v are equal. And there is a strict relation that between t and g. T is strictly greater than g, right? So whereas in the second case, all the four lines are equal except h, right? So the conclusions are, so here u is strictly less than r. Can we conclude u and r? Look at u and r in both the cases. Can we conclude u is less than r? No, because here u is strictly greater than r because of the relation u is, yes, greater than y and n is greater than r. Look at these two relation. Y is less than u. So here the line y is less than u. That means u is a greater line and n is greater than r. Though u, r and n are equal in the second case. Look at the second case. U, q and n, not r. U, q and n are equal. In the second case, there is a strict relation between n and r. N is strictly greater than r. Because of this part, we cannot conclude u is less than r. and also because of y is less than u. That means u is greater than y. It is a, so this states u is a greater line and the remaining things. So u is greater than q. So in the second case u is equal to q, so n is strictly greater than r. U is equal to even n also. That means u is greater than r. Right? Therefore, we cannot conclude u is less than r. So this is a false conclusion. Whereas second part of the conclusion, s is greater than or equal to u. So look at the first case. So the line u is here. S is, can we conclude s is greater than u or equal to u? No, because there is no direct relationship between yes and u. You can extend the line u how much ever you want, right? Like this, because u is a greater line. Therefore, we cannot conclude s is greater than or equal to u. Even in the second case, you can extend the line u, right? So nowhere it is given u is equal to here yes, right? Therefore, or greater than. Therefore, S is not greater than or equal to U because U is always greater. A false conclusion. Therefore, look at the options. So none is true. Both 1 and 2 are true. Only 1 is true. Either 1 or 2 is true. Here, none is true. Option A is the right answer. Question 92. As in the previous question number 91, here also, based on the given statements, so we have to decide which conclusion is true or which is false, right? So consider the statement, T is greater than or equal to M, which is equal to K, K is less than B, B is equal to G, less than P, which is greater than or equal to V, which is greater than L. And another part of the statement, X is strictly greater than Z, Z is strictly greater than T. So we'll consider first part of the statement. So where T is greater than or equal to M. So consider a line T which is greater than M or equal to. So consider another case where T is equal to M. So case 1 and 2. Right? So next part, M is equal to K. So in the first case, M is equal to K. In the second case also, M is equal to K. Next part, K is strictly less than B. So we'll consider a line B. Strictly, K is less than B. And in the second case also, K is strictly less than B. B is equal to G. B is equal to G. And in the second case, B is equal to G. And G is strictly less than P. So we'll consider a greater line P. G is strictly less than P. And P greater than or equal to V. P greater than V or equal to V. Right? Next part. V strictly greater than L. So V strictly greater than L. Here in the second case, V strictly greater than L. Right? So next part of the statement. X is greater than Z. So there is no X and Z in the first part of the statement. We'll start from T part. So Z greater than T. So in case 1, we'll consider a line Z which is greater than T. In the second case also, Z greater than T. And X greater than Z. X greater than Z. In the second case, X greater than Z. Right? So look at the conclusions. X is strictly greater than P. So can we conclude X is strictly greater than P? Look at X and P in the first case. No, because you can extend the line P, how much ever you want, up to here. Even you can extend the line X also. There is no direct relation between X and P given as per the given statement. So we cannot conclude X is strictly greater than P. It can be greater than P or cannot be, right? Therefore, false conclusion. Because relation between X and P cannot be determined. Cannot be determined because, so it can be greater than P or it can be lesser than P, right? So next part, next conclusion. P is greater than or equal to T. Even in the second case also, so I'll come back to conclusion 1. In the second case also, so look at X and P. So X and P. So though the line X is slightly, if it is slightly greater than Z, if it is like this, so X cannot be strictly greater than P, right? Therefore, so conclusion 1 is false. So now come to conclusion 2. P is greater than or equal to T. So line P is here and T is here. So in the second case, greater than or equal to T. No, which is not possible because P can be greater than T. It cannot be equal to T, right? So in both the cases, so it looks like P is greater than T, strictly greater than T, right? So in the second case also, P is greater than T, not equal to T. Why P cannot be equal to T? Because of this relation, K and B relation, right? So look at K and B relation in case 2. K is strictly less than B. Though K, T and M are equal, T is equal to, M is equal to K. So T is strictly less than B here, right? So come to B and P relation. B is less than P. So we can conclude, combine these three. So we can conclude T is strictly less than P. Right? This is conclusion. Not equal to P. Right? In case 1 also, so relate B and T. B and T. Yes. T is less than B. And also B and P. B is less than P. Therefore, T is strictly less than P. So there is no possibility of equating T and P here in both the cases. Therefore, T is strictly less than P, not equal to P. Therefore, conclusion 2 is also false because T is less than P in both the cases, not equal to P. Hence, both the conclusions are false. Therefore, none is true. None of the given conclusions is true. Question 93. So, as in the previous questions, here also a direction in the following question, assuming the given statements to be true, find which of the conclusion among the given conclusions is or are definitely true, then give your answers accordingly. So, there are 3 different parts in the given statements, right? First, second and third, first, second, third, and even the fourth part is also there, right? So the statement is divided into 4 parts. We'll consider one by one, right? So P is strictly less than Q. So we'll consider a line P, which is strictly less than Q, right? Q greater than or equal to G. So Q is greater than G or equal to G. So in the second case, Q is equal to G. So P is a small line, right? So in the next part of the statement, so G is greater than or equal to I. G is greater than I or equal to I. So in the second case, Q, G and I are equal, right? So where I is greater than or equal to E. So I is greater than E or equal to E. Or equal to E. So next part. So CP, so relation between C and P. C less than or equal to P. So in case 1, C less than P. So C equal to P, right? So next part, C greater than U. So C is greater than U means U is a small line. So here also in the second case, C greater than U, right? So this completes the statement. Come to the conclusion part. U strictly greater than I. Can we conclude U strictly greater than I? No. We cannot conclude in the case 1. So U cannot be greater than I, right? Because of the relation between P and Q. P less than Q. So in case 2 also, so there is no CP relation. Though they are equal, C and P are equal, P is strictly less than Q. Therefore, we can write C less than Q, right? So there is a relation between Q and G. Q and G are equal. So in place of Q, can we write G? C less than G, right? So since U is strictly less than C, so U is strictly less than C. I'm considering only case 2. So can we write U less than G? U less than G. So here in the conclusion 1, U greater than I is given. So in case 2, in place of G, can we write I? U less than I. So we cannot conclude U greater than I, right? So in case 1 also, we cannot conclude U greater than I. Therefore, conclusion 1 is false. So you can consider even case 1, right? So here U less than C is given. And C less than P, P less than Q. So we can write U less than Q, right? So now relate Q and I. Q is a greater line which is greater than G. G in turn is greater than I, only in case 1. So we can conclude Q greater than I. So can we relate U and I here? U and I. So Q less than U less than Q, Q greater than I, right? So we cannot relate U and I here in case 1. So first conclusion is false, right? Whereas the second conclusion, P less than or equal to E. P, so look at line P and E. P less than or equal to E. P cannot be less than E, right? So P cannot be less than E because of the strict relation between P and Q. P less than Q, right? Therefore, P cannot be less than E because look at the lines G and I and E. So it looks like E is the smallest line in case 1. So there is no direct relation between P and E given, right? Therefore, which is a false conclusion because of, so no direct relationship between P and E. Even we cannot equate P and E. So consider case 2. So though Q, G, I and E, so these 4 lines are equal. So we cannot consider P as equal line to these 4 lines because of the relation P strictly less than Q. So P strictly less than E, not equal to E. Therefore, though, I just write down here, though P is strictly less than E, so we cannot conclude P is less than or equal to E, because P cannot be equal to P, equal to E, right? Therefore, second conclusion is also false. Therefore, neither one not true, not two is true. Option E. Question 94. Here the direction is, in the question below are given two statements followed by two conclusions numbered 1 and 2. You have to take the given statements to be true even if they seem to be at variance with commonly known facts. Read all the conclusions and then decide which of the given conclusions logically follows from the given statements disregarding commonly known facts. Students, here are two statements. So let us represent these statements in the form of Venn diagram. Here the first one is, some scarves are handkerchiefs. So that means there is a set of scarves and a set of handkerchief. Set of handkerchiefs. So the portion which is common to both scarves and handkerchiefs represents first statement. Some scarves are handkerchiefs, right? And the second statement, only a few frocks are scarves. So that means there is a set of frocks. So this portion, which is common to both frocks and scarves, represents second statement. Only this portion of frocks are scarves, right? So come to the conclusion part. At least some frocks are handkerchiefs. Students, there is no direct relationship between frocks and handkerchiefs. Therefore, first conclusion is false. So that means some frocks are handkerchiefs. It's a false conclusion. But it is possible under some condition. It is possible under some condition, but not definitely possible, right? So we can say, but it is possible, but not definite. That means not definitely, we cannot say it is definitely possible, right? So if, so portion of handkerchief, this portion, so when it is included in the scarf portion, it is also included in scarf set. So when this portion comes here, this shaded portion comes here, I'm showing with arrow mark. So comes here, that is in the set of frocks. So how can it come to the set of frocks? Because portion of handkerchief is also included in scarves because of first statement, right? So when it is included in set of frocks, then the first conclusion is possible. So it becomes true. Otherwise, first conclusion is false, right? And the second one, all frocks being handkerchief is a possibility. So we have to decide whether this conclusion is true or not. So all frocks being a handkerchief is a possibility. So that means there is a set of handkerchiefs in which set of frocks is included. And the remaining portion is set of frocks. So according to first statement, yes, some scarves are set of scarves, not frocks. This is set of scarves, right? So according to first statement, some scarves are handkerchief. Yes, we can say some scarves are handkerchief, right? Only a few frocks are scarves. So here conclusion says all frocks being handkerchiefs is a possibility. Yes, there is a possibility, right? So that all frocks being handkerchiefs. Therefore, here all frocks being handkerchiefs is a possibility, a true conclusion. Therefore, only the second conclusion follows. Option B is the right answer. Question 95. As in the previous question, question number 94, here also, so based on the given statement, so we have to decide which of the given conclusions logically follows, from the given statements. So let us represent the given statements in the form of Venn diagram. So here, only a few gold are green. That means there is a set of green and set of gold, right? So this portion represents only a few gold are green. And the second one, some gold are not gray. So some gold are not gray. So that means there is a separate set gray. Some are not gray. So now conclusion, all gold being gray is a possibility. So all gold being gray is a possibility, which is not true because it is strictly given that some gold are not gray. Even though some gold are gray, so I'll represent the second statement like this. So if the set of gray is like this, right? And this common portion, it represents some gold are gray. Some gold are gray. Whereas, so the remaining portion, this portion, it represents some gold are not gray. Some gold are not gray. That is second statement, right? So even though some gold are gray, so from second statement, some gold are not gray. Therefore, all gold being gray is a possibility, a false conclusion. Because some gold are not gray, which is strictly given, right? Therefore, first conclusion is false, right? And the second one, at least some gray are green. So set of green and set of gray. At least some gray are green. So which is false, but it is possible, right? There is no direct relationship between green and gray given. Therefore, second conclusion is also false. But it is possible. But it is possible. When it is possible? When the common portion for gray and gold. So when it is included in the green also. Because so some gray portion is it is a portion of gold also, right? Therefore, when it is included in here, in the first statement, this common portion, then only at least some gray or green is possible. Therefore, there is no direct relationship between green and gray here, according to the given statement. So, some gray or green is a false conclusion. Therefore, look at the options. So, neither one nor two follows, right? Option D. Question 96. So, as in the previous questions, question number 94 and 95, here also, based on the given statement, we have to decide which of the given conclusions logically follows from the given statements, right? Therefore, first statement, let us represent these two statements in the form of Venn diagram. All grill are drill. That means there is a set of grill. So all grill are drill means the whole set of grill is included in the set of drill. Right? All grill are drill. And the next one, only a few drill are mill. A portion of drill are mill. That means set of mill. So this common portion represents Second statement, only a few drill or mill. So conclusion 1, some grill or mill. Some grill or mill. So which is false. Some grill or mill is a false conclusion because there is no direct relationship between grill and mill. A portion of drill is mill, not the grill. According to the statement, a few drill or mill means portion of drill. This portion is mill, not portion of grill, right? But it is possible when I just show in another diagram. So this is set of drill, set of grill. This is grill and drill, right? Therefore, so look at the statement, all grill are drill. So the statement is true, right? So in this Venn diagram. And the second one, all mill. That means only a few drill are mill. So set of mill, only a few drill are mill. So this portion. So also it shows some grill are mill. Only in this condition, when the grill portion is like this, right? Only in this, that means condition. So the first conclusion follows. Otherwise, it is a false conclusion because no direct relationship between grill and mill. Grill and mill. Therefore, first conclusion is false. And second one, all mill being drill is a possibility. So all mill are being drill. So all mill are being drill. So I will show in another diagram. That means drill a set and grill and mill are separated because no relation between grill and mill according to the statement. So all mill are being drill is a possibility. So we'll come back to the statements. All grill are drill. Yes, statement 1 is true. Only a few drill are mill. Only a few drill are mill. Yes, so because the mill is nothing but a portion of drill, right? Therefore, only a few drill or mill is a possibility. That means this statements, two statements are right. Therefore, all mill are being drill is a possibility. Therefore, a true conclusion. Therefore, only second conclusion follows. Conclusion 2 follows. Students, question from 97 to 100 are based on the below information. Here the direction is, read the information given below and answer the question that follows. 8 persons A, B, C, D, E, F, G and H are sitting in a horizontal row. 4 of them are facing north while the rest are facing south. G is the third person from one of the extreme ends. 2 people sitting at extreme ends face in the same direction. 3 people sit between B and C. Neighbors of D face in the same direction but opposite to D. Neither C nor D sit at the extreme end. E sits to the left of H, who sits adjacent to neither A nor F. B sits adjacent to G and faces south. E does not sit adjacent to F. A and F are second to the left of each other. Then who among the following sits immediate left of C? So here, students consider one by one. Here in a horizontal row, 8 persons are sitting. So we'll write the directions first, north and south. South direction. So in a horizontal row, so 8 persons are sitting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8 persons are sitting. This is extreme left end. So extreme right end. Right? Consider the first point. So G is the third person from one of the extreme ends. So we'll consider G. So third person from one of the extreme ends. right? Therefore, G can sit from the left end, third from the left end, or third from the right end. Therefore, we have two cases, case 1 and 2, right? So we'll consider case 1 and 2 here. So in second case, D is sitting third from the right end, right? So second case, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 persons are sitting. So G is the third person from the right end, right? And the next point, second point is, so B sits adjacent to G and faces south. So adjacent to G, B is sitting and B is facing south. And in second case, adjacent to G, B is sitting and B faces south. And also it is given that 3 people sit between B and C. So 3 people between B and C, right? Which is important. So that the position of C will be here. 3 people. In case 2, so position of C will be here, so that 3 people can sit between B and C, right? So next one. So regarding B, so the points got over. And the next one, this point, neither C nor D sit at the extreme end. So position of C and D, so not at the extreme end. Extreme ends. Therefore, no need to consider, see already in case 1 and 2, so position of C is not at the extreme end. So no need to consider position of D also at the extreme end, right? So next point, next is regarding A and F. Look at the last point. It's regarding A and F. A and F are second to the left of each other. So second to the left of each other. That means A is second to the left of F and F also second to the left of A. That means they are facing the opposite directions, right? If A is facing north, F will be facing south. If A is facing south, F will be facing north. Then only, so their positions will be second to the left of each other. So how to predict the A's position and F's position? So here, if we consider second to the left, second person to the left of each other, that means, so here, if A is sitting here adjacent to C, right? So if A is facing south, so left of A means this direction because A is facing south. So A's left becomes this direction, right? So second position to A is here where F is sitting. And if F's position is here and the direction becomes north, F is facing north because their position is second to the left of each other. So second to the left of F is A, right? Therefore, F is facing north. And there is one more case instead of A here. If F sits, then position of A becomes here. Second from the right. Right? So come to the second part, second case. Right? Here, predict position of A and F. Second to the left of each other. So second position to the left of each other. So the possibility is only here. Right? So if A sits here, A's second position to the left becomes here, F. And F facing north. If A sits here, then second to the left of A, this direction, F is sitting, right? Therefore, the condition is satisfied, right? Next. So, here F must be adjacent to C because of the given conditions, right? So, next point is regarding D. So, regarding D here, neighbors of D face in the same direction. but opposite to D. So what is the position of D then? Neighbors of D facing the same, that means same direction. If neighbors of D, if you consider D here, because C and D are not at the extreme ends. In case 1, only the remaining position is here, 4th from the left or 5th from the right position. Therefore, D has to sit here and neighbors of D are facing the same direction. That means G also has to face the south direction, and D has to face the opposite direction because of the condition. Neighbors of D face in the same direction but opposite to D. Therefore, D is facing north. Whereas in second case, neighbors of D, the possible position for D is here, 4th from the right, and already F or A, they are facing up, right? That north direction. Therefore, G has to face the north direction, and D is facing downwards, facing south, right? And D does not sit at the extreme end. It is already given, right? And the next point is, so this one, 2 people sitting at extreme ends face in the same direction. So who are all sitting that means at the extreme end are facing the same direction. It is given that 4 are facing north and the remaining people are facing south. That means 4 are facing north, 4 of them are facing south. So here in case 1, already 1, 2, 3 people are facing south, and the remaining 1 has to face, that means south, and those who are sitting at the extreme ends, right, are facing north. Then only the condition will get satisfied, right? Whereas in case 2, how many are facing south? 3 are facing south. Therefore, C has to face the south direction. Whereas extreme end people, they have to face the north direction, right? Next one. So regarding this point, E sits to the left of H. So I'll consider E point. 5th point, E sits to the left of H. Where is H then? Who sits adjacent to neither A nor F. So H cannot sit adjacent to neither A nor F. That means H cannot sit at the extreme right end in case 1. Whereas in case 2, so E does not sit adjacent to F. E does not sit adjacent to F. So what is the position of E then? So we have to combine these two. E does not sit adjacent to F. Adjacent to F. So even E cannot sit at the extreme right end. Because, so what is the position of E with respect to H? Is it given already? Yes, it is given because E is left to H. So which is already given. So where is that point? E sits to the left of H. We have already considered. E sits to the left of H. That means E has to sit here in case 1. H has to sit at the extreme right end. Right? Whereas in case 2, E has to sit at the extreme left end. H has to sit at the extreme right end. So all the conditions got satisfied except one. Here, F. So what is the position of F? So we don't know what is the position of A and F yet, right? So here, H, who sits adjacent to neither A nor F. Here in case 1, H is sitting adjacent to A or F. Therefore, we have to cancel case 1. Cancelled. Because in case 1, H is sitting adjacent to A or F. Consider only case 2, where H is not sitting adjacent to F or A. Therefore, the condition is satisfied. Now in case 2, so regarding second and fourth position of A or F. So what is the proper position of A and F? Right? So here for that, here this one. E does not sit adjacent to F. This point. E does not sit adjacent to F. Therefore, we have to consider position of E as E facing north, and E cannot sit adjacent to F. Therefore, A has to sit adjacent to E. Right? A has to sit, and next is C, and next who is facing north should be F, and D is facing south, G, B, and H. Yes, so all conditions got satisfied where 4 are facing south, 4 are facing north. Right? Here come to the question. Who among the following sits immediate left of C? Immediate left of C. Since C is facing which direction? C is, this is G, not C. C is facing south. Right? Left of C becomes this direction. Immediate left of C, F is sitting. Right? Therefore, option B is the right answer. Question 98. How many persons sit to the right of B? So, to the right of B. Since B is facing south, so B is right means this direction. Right? So, how many are sitting? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 persons are sitting to the right of B. Therefore, option E is the right answer. Question 99. 4 among the 5 are the same in a certain way and thus form a group. Which among the following does not belong to the group? Here, person E. So, who is facing north direction? Whereas G is also facing north. H is also facing north. Right? Whereas A is facing south. And F is again facing north. Right? Except A. So, all are facing north direction. Therefore, A does not belong to the group. Right? Option D is the right answer. Question 100. Dash sits a second to the left of G. So, G is facing north. To the left of G means this direction. So, who is sitting second to the left of G? So, F is sitting second to the left of G. Right? Option B is the right answer. With this, I'll complete this paper, students. If you want to practice all the questions and many more entrance exam question papers, please visit our website www.examsnet.com. You can also download our app. The link is given in the description box. I wish you a very best of luck for your future exams.